Tune in middays right here on your local Civic Media station from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. for the Tom Harbin program. Tag You're It.
I'm Rick Smith, host of The Rick Smith Show. If you're looking for honest talk, real stories, and straight-up news that matters to you, tune in to The Rick Smith Show. We're digging into the issues that affect your job, your family, your future. Join me weeknights at 9 on the Civic Media Radio Network, because your voice deserves to be heard. That's The Rick Smith Show, heard weeknights at 9 right here on the Civic Media Radio Network.
Pete Schwaba on the next Nightlight.
Smart enough to get the news right, irreverent enough to make it fun. John and Gordy in the afternoon.
What do you mean irreverent? What is she talking about? I don't understand. Are we irreverent? I guess somewhere along. I thought we were reverent. I didn't think we were irreverent. Well, I thought it was relevant. Relevant or relevant. Maybe we're not relevant. Maybe we're irrelevant. Did she? Yes. I don't know. Good afternoon. And a good afternoon to everyone listening today. That's John Peterson. I'm Gordy Young. Producer Aaron Zommers in the air chair overlooking State Street. It's bright and sunny out there. It's beautiful. Okay, it may seem a little slow today on the show, only because we're saving our energy for tonight. We're going to be introducing Pete Schwaba, his movie where he plays a comedian trying to get a big break. Now, you know, he tried to do that in real life. Yeah, I think he was a stand-up for like 17 years for a long time. Yeah, I could be wrong. This was a dream, and so he wrote a script, directed it. Yeah, had some great stars in his movie, and it's a really slick-looking film as well. The Godfather of Green Bay. Yeah, so we'll be there. Tonight's the night. Introducing the movie. Yes. Introducing Pete. And we'll have some prizes and surprises. I don't know what they are yet, but they've said prizes and surprises. That's good. That's good. We'd like to thank John Scott and Catherine Lake for doing the morning show. Yes. I mean, and everybody who's filled in. Fun to listen to him. Matt Rothschild, Jamie Martinson, and Aaron Carreno. Right. Yeah. Right. Everybody's pitching in. That's good. So, but tomorrow we're going to be doing both shows again. And we'll be here in the morning and afternoon after a late night tonight. That's right. So we're going to do the show this afternoon. Then we're jumping in our cars, going to the Atwood Music Hall. Yes. We're going to eat across the street and then come back in. Right. And then we're going to introduce the show and watch the movie. And then we're coming back here to do, they just announced we're doing the overnight shift now. So we're doing overnights here. Good, yes. So morning, afternoon, overnights, and then also kind of cleaning up around the office, empty the waste baskets. So the overnight shift is basically watching the computer, making sure everything is on the air. Okay. No, and they didn't tell you. No, it's going to be live. Oh, okay.
24 hours of John and Gordy.
Well, all John and Gordy all the time. From the corner of John and Gordy downtown next to State Street. I saw the sign. They've got it ordered. It's the John and Gordy Network. That's right. Yeah. That's right. Okay. Yeah, well. But here we are again, and it is a gorgeous afternoon, but it's cold all over the state. I was checking temperatures here a few minutes ago. Wausau 9 degrees, La Crosse is at 12, Milwaukee's at 17. That's the warm spot. Yeah. The Dells 14 here in Madison, 12 degrees. And so far it hasn't been windy, but the winds are supposed to pick up later on this afternoon and this evening a little bit. A little bit. Yeah. So there you have it. Yeah, we've got a few guests coming up today on the show. We've got Tim Slicker from Busted Pencils in about 20 minutes or so. Yeah. And then later on, about 3:35, we'll be talking to Jim Santel. There you go. See, we pass it off to each other every once in a while when we're paying attention. When you blank out and stare at me real quickly. Oh, yeah. Fill in the blank. Okay. No. Yeah, and we also have the grown-up gift list text
We
to
do.
win contest.
We do, yeah, 3:00, right?
That's coming up at 3:00. We'll
Okay.
give you the next keyword. Okay.
Yeah, I want to get this story out of the way. This is kind of a weird one. We grow cranberries in the state. We're known for growing cranberries here,
Yes.
and Ocean Spray loves us. Loves Wisconsin.
Former Governor Tommy Thompson has a big cranberry farm
Oh, really?
up near Elroy now.
Let's blame him.
Okay.
TikTok video posted a little while ago, I think about a week ago, showed someone opening cans of Ocean Spray to find it seemingly full of water instead of cranberry sauce.
Oh, what?
Yes. The person who did this said, "This was my Ocean Spray cranberry sauce yesterday. 4 cans. Who else had this happen?" And there was water in the cranberry sauce cans instead of cranberry sauce. Ocean Spray said that the claims of cranberry sauce is a fiasco, and they're looking into it. Anything
Wow.
could have happened. You don't know. But I'll tell you what, if Tommy Thompson's involved,
Look out. Well, Tommy wouldn't
He's
stand
got-
for that. He wouldn't want anything to do with that.
he's gone off the deep end, that Tommy. He really has.
Well, anyway, I wonder how did they find this out? Just this kept happening to a lot of people, and now they've had to respond to it. Huh?
Yeah.
Try to track it back.
Yeah, I don't know what the results of their investigation came up with. I have no idea what, maybe that's what they're selling now, cans of water.
Well,
I'll buy a few.
There's been a shortage of cranberries. So.
I just buy the label. I just buy the cans. It lasts a long time. If it's water, then I'll drink that. If there's ever an atomic blast nearby.
could come in handy.
Oh, God. Okay. You can see I'm referencing atomic blast instead of nuclear, right? God.
Right, I know. Duck and cover.
Yes,
right?
duck and cover.
Yeah, that's all we need to do.
Jeez, that really impressed me. I wonder if the duck and cover thing is the old days version of the gun drills that they're doing now in schools.
What are the gun drills? What are they? They have
The intruder drills.
I think that was slightly after my time where they started implementing that. But isn't it kind of just hide?
Well, now,
for the duck
actually,
and cover.
Yeah, but in schools now they have all of these security measures that they put in place, ways to firm up the door, lock the door, secure the door from,
Sure.
I guess, the bottom.
Yeah.
There are
Barricades.
all these different ways of doing it. But again, the duck
and cover
thing was our thing, and now it's
back in the 50s and 60s.
it's the active. Oh, I think it's active shooter drills. That's what they're calling.
Yeah, duck and cover the idea was to get under your desk and cover your head because that'll keep the radiation away from you.
Well, first you
And the
burn your
flames.
arms off.
Right. Yeah, after the flames die down, you're good to go. So
I remember, didn't they show people out at a picnic and they put the blanket over themselves?
Yes. You see a huge mushroom
Yeah,
cloud.
they see the mushroom cloud and they cover themselves with the picnic blanket. So,
It's easy, easy and effective.
There is this thing. I'm tired of this marijuana controversy that's going on right now. I've read so many damn stories about people ending up in the emergency rooms because they tried marijuana.
Yeah.
We have been going through marijuana for the last 90 years or so,
Yes.
well before that, I'm sure, before reefer madness.
Well,
And now people are like, almost completely incapacitating themselves. They're shaking on the floor. They're screaming. They're in absolute agony and pain.
well, I don't know about. I mean, I
No,
guess
they are. This is the story I read, and I thought, wow, what? And the problem they're saying is that marijuana now is more potent than it ever has been.
More concentrated.
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah.
So again, it begs to ask, please, can we have regulation on all of this stuff? Right? Not a ban. Let's regulate this.
Exactly.
And regulate the amount of THC in marijuana.
That's the way to
And
do
I
it.
think that's the best way to do it. And take care of all of these people who are trying marijuana maybe for the first time and, just going absolutely bonkers and crazy and absolute pain from it.
Yes, regulation's the way to go.
And the biggest
get it
mistake, of
done.
course, was making candies and gummies and packaging that looks just like a kid's product. That was the dumbest thing they could have done.
Right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, now, hey, I want to get into something here. I think we have enough time. It's Hugh Jackman. He was in Milwaukee recently.
Right.
I just watched an interview with Bob and Tom in Milwaukee, or whoever the hell it is in Milwaukee. They did a morning show with Hugh Jackman.
Great.
It took a while, man. They don't know that they actually have snow in Australia, but it's okay. These guys, they'll pick up on it eventually. Anyway, Hugh was
first of all, Bob and Tom. There is no Bob. Bob retired.
I don't know who these people are.
A decade ago.
But they're in Milwaukee
because
they hosted him.
Okay.
And Hugh Jackman was in Milwaukee at the Cops hamburger stand, a custard stand, and had a fun time. There was huge lines,
big crowds
of people wanting to see Hugh Jackman.
Right.
Well, I wanted to see him as Wolverine.
Wolverine,
sure.
That was a great role
here,
for him.
Let's listen to what Hugh Jackman said when somebody asked him about the custard and what he said about ice cream and custard. Let's listen to cut 10.
Doing a lot of tasting. It's really good. This is the first time I've ever had custard in my life. It's amazing. I will never go back to ice cream again.
See, he's never going to taste ice cream again. It's just
okay.
It's custard, pure custard. Okay, now there was a story from TMJ4, and they covered this as well. This is really kind of interesting. This is a movie that Hugh Jackman is in, and that's what he's promoting in Milwaukee. So let's listen to, and this is the movie Song Sung Blue.
Oh, okay.
Let's listen to the coverage.
Help me out. Milwaukee icons getting their recognition on the big screen. The duo Lightning and Thunder, made up of husband and wife Mike and Claire Sardina, performed around Milwaukee, paying tribute to Neil Diamond through the 80s and 90s, turning into a major motion picture.
What do you think?
Did you ever think that there would be a movie with A-list movie stars made about you?
No, well, I did not, but we were big dreamers, you know.
The film, starring Hugh Jackman and Kate Hudson, following the love story between Lightning and Thunder. That story starting right here in the Cream City.
I introduced myself, and he looked at me and said, "You're more beautiful than I ever imagined."
The musicians formed a duo and began performing at festivals and events around the city. With their charisma and showmanship, they were mainstays at Summerfest and State Fair. Their careers began to soar when Pearl Jam invited them on stage to perform at their headlining Summerfest show.
The most thrilling time in my life, next to my marriage to Lightning in 1994. It was the most exciting time of my life. It catapulted us to success.
After success arrived, tragedy followed.
37-year-old Claire Sardina, who was planting flowers at the time, was pinned under the car.
While in her front yard, Claire was hit by a car, losing her left leg.
Thunder and I appreciate all your prayers.
The tragedy a focal point in the movie, as well as how Claire fought back.
I didn't lose my voice. I only lost a leg, but I can still perform, still have the passion, and can still sing.
And still singing she is. Even though Lightning passed away years ago. As the premiere is right around the corner, Claire hopes the film brings the spotlight to the city. And she has a message for people who have gone through what she has.
Attitude is everything. Don't ever give up.
In Milwaukee, Brennan Jones, TMJ4 News.
Yep, Thunder and Lightning. Huh?
Yeah.
And the movie is Song Sung Blue. They created Song Sung Blueberry Custard.
Oh.
For the celebration
How
that
appropriate.
Hugh Jackman attended. And it's great to see. I mean, that's quite a star lineup for two individuals who did a crazy act in Milwaukee.
Oh, exactly.
You know?
Now, I wonder if Hugh Jackman's still in Milwaukee. Is he hanging out for a while, or is that just a quick appearance?
Yeah, it was just a quick appearance, but he does
Hit
like
the road.
snow and he likes skiing.
Okay. Well, good. Maybe he'll come back sometime. Just getting started on this Thursday afternoon. Coming up in about 15 minutes, Tim Slecker on John and Gordy in the afternoon.
I didn't come here and I ain't leaving, so don't sit around and cry. Just roll me up and smoke me when I die. Just roll me up and smoke me when I die.
92.7 WMDX. Less noise, more nuance.
It's family time at Chula Vista with the right kind of fun for everyone. Wisconsin's most complete resort experience. Easy going with scenic river walks, a relaxing spa, or going all out in 80,000 square feet of indoor water park and cross-country skiing, sledding, snowshoeing, all right here. Check it out at chulavistaresort.com.
Spend the holidays with the Kaminsky family at Chula Vista. Check out our family specials at chulavistaresort.com.
Is your computer so slow you can hardly use it? Does it have blue screens, malware, viruses, reboots, hardware crashes? Sound familiar? Computers will have problems, and when they do, you need the computer experts at Madison Computer Works. Every day, we help home users and businesses keep their computers and networks running smoothly. For solutions to your computer problems, call the pros at...
It's a new Cheech and Chong record, man. Who, man? It's a Cheech and Chong record, man. The two funny guys. Here, put it on, man. Oh, yeah, all right. Handle it by the edges, man. Oh, yeah, man. I waited for 3 weeks to get this, man. Yeah, man. Be careful with it, man. Yeah, all right.
Won't leave hungry, just happy.
The holidays are here, and it's time to pick a present from Civic Media's grown-up gift list with this local station. Listen while you work for the keywords to text for your chance to win $200 cash and be entered to win one of our grand prizes, a snowblower, stainless steel cookware set, or a portable air conditioner. Just download the free Civic Media app and listen weekdays at 7, 9, 11, 1, 3, 5, and 7 for your chance to win in our multi-state contest.
What is a commercial? It's a message delivered to the people, in this instance through your radio speakers into your ears. Why, it's like a movie for your brain. This radio commercial is directed to the business community. If you want to reach more customers, you should be using WMDX Radio. It's that simple. Just email sales@WMDXradio.com and let our crack sales team show you how to make your business grow with the #1 medium known to you.
You need the room, you need the space. You gotta find yourself a swinging place. You gotta fly, you gotta soar. You gotta live a little more. Don't try and fight it, you've been invited. Come on and swing, swing, swing it. Baby, come do your thing. Come on and swing, swing, swing it. Baby, come do your thing. With John and Gordy swing. You know you look so right when you're swinging and swinging.
John and Gordy time, 2:23. Here on the Civic Media Radio Network.
It's John and Gordy time.
It's
John
always
and Gordy
John and Gordy time on Civic.
And we got a few texts here on marijuana. Marijuana.
Yeah, marijuana.
It's, Dana in La Crosse said, just take a smaller hit, kids. You'll be all right. So we're talking about probably the gummies at this point. You know, those gummies and the taffies and stuff like that, always just take a little piece off of it and start slowly.
Yes, go in the shallow end for a while and see where you
Now, there you go. Wow, that's advice right there, Gordy.
Well,
Thank you.
Advice from
and then
experience.
Chris, you mystified both of us.
We don't know exactly what you're talking
We thought we knew everything about marijuana, but maybe not. You said marijuana is a made-up racist name. It's cannabis.
Yeah, I don't
know. I don't
get that.
I don't get that. If you could explain that, Chris, just a little bit more in your next text, that would be fantastic.
That would be wonderful. And we were talking about Neil Diamond.
Hugh
Jackman and Sky is the Limit says, I love Neil Diamond with my whole entire heart.
Wow.
Well, there you go.
A little unhealthy.
Nothing wrong with that.
Sounds unhealthy to me.
Really? Okay.
Well, you know, my son sang a Neil Diamond song in elementary school. I was a little shocked and stunned by that, but
really?
They had the kids sing Neil Diamond songs.
Okay.
And I just
So your son sang this?
Yeah.
Your son?
Yeah, I can't remember what it is, but
there's a joke there somewhere.
I follow Neil Diamond in the very beginning when he has a song called, and it was one of those promotional copies from a radio station.
Oh, yeah.
But it was Clown Town. Now, he doesn't sing that in concert anyplace.
No.
But Clown Town is an interesting song. And then, of course, it's Cherry, Cherry, and on and on.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I got a weird story here. I tell you, man, I can't wrap my head around what this administration is doing or what's in Trump's mind or how any of this matters anymore.
Can anybody?
It's the auto pen pardons.
Oh,
all right.
More of this. Just let it go, Grandpa.
Yeah. Well, Donald Trump put this out on Truth Social. Any and all documents, proclamations, executive orders, memorandums, or contracts signed by order of the now infamous and unauthorized auto pen within the administration of Joseph R. Biden Jr. are hereby null, void, and no further in force or effect. Anyone receiving pardons, commutations, or any other legal documents so signed, please be advised that said document has been fully and completely terminated and is now no legal effect. Thank you for your attention to this matter.
Right. I know he said that.
I don't think it works like that.
Yeah.
No.
This came out a couple of days ago, right?
This came out a couple of days ago.
It's just circulating now, but yeah, thank you for your attention to this matter.
See, Trump has used the auto pen himself.
Yes. But it's okay, supposedly, since he's using it, right?
Yeah.
Somehow that's fine.
And
it's crazy.
If in fact he had the power to do something as ridiculous as this, and it is a legal thing, by the way, why then are the Republicans in the House writing two bills to ban the auto pen for certain kinds of documents?
Just certain kinds?
Yes. Pardons, commutations.
Okay.
Isn't it crazy? I mean, it doesn't make any sense at all. The House is writing these bills up. They haven't approved any of them. And yet Trump is preempting them by just, signing an executive order saying they're banned. I don't get it. And it doesn't have any effect at all. Can you imagine the people that are affected by this thinking that maybe he does have, some kind of power to do something as stupid as that?
It's nonsensical. Yeah.
Okay. The auto pen is considered, I did a little research on it, considered legal based on a 2005 opinion from the Department of Justice concluded that the president may sign a bill by auto pen or, get this, verbally.
Okay.
Yeah. So historical.
Yep. Well, okay. That was when?
2005. Historical presidents have used auto pens for over 200 years for various documents, including correspondence, and more recently for signing legislation. Presidents Obama, Bush, Johnson, and Thomas Jefferson are all known to have used the device.
Wow.
So I'm wondering if this, I think it only applies, he did say, under Biden, right?
Okay.
This only applies to Biden's auto pen.
Right.
They must have a personalized auto pen.
Well, they can't go back 200 years or whatever to unsign all these things.
Right. Go back to Thomas Jefferson. Which one did he sign?
I wonder if he invented the auto pen, Thomas Jefferson, because he was quite inventive. Maybe it's the same auto pen used all these years.
Unbelievable. Bills such as the Biden Act, these are the two bills, by the way, in the House, and the Sign Pardons Act were introduced by House Republicans to explicitly ban the use of automated signing devices for certain key presidential documents. It seems like it's fine-tuned to Biden, who is not in office anymore and doesn't have really any effect at all.
And is it writing in cursive all the time, or now have they gone to print?
Wow, that's a good question.
Bringing it into the future.
Yes, well, we had that little book that we put out, right?
Yes, let's go back to cursive.
It
John
wasn't
and
a
Gordy.
big success.
Yes. We're still waiting for the orders to come in on that with the delays.
All right. Well, anyway.
29 past the hour. Coming up after we check in with the Midwest Food and Farm Report, Tim Slecker will join us from Busted Pencils. Great podcast on the Civic Media Radio Network. Here we go.
Round town, no joy, around town, and you see what's just where I will stand, baby, till you set me free. Till you set me free. They call it round town, round town.
WMDX, Madison's antidote to hot takes. Your neighbors are talking. Leaders are deciding. Madison's story unfolds daily on 92.7 WMDX.
Beef producers helping educate the general public about nutrition through Little League Baseball. I'm Pam Yankee with a quick update on what's happening in food and farming news on a Thursday. And it turns out beef producers learned as much from the Little Leaguers as they shared with the Little Leaguers. Details on that next.
Did you know you can leverage crop insurance to benefit your bottom line? Ag Country Farm Credit Services can help. Choosing the right coverage for your goals can help maximize margins, strengthen your marketing strategy, and build a more resilient operation overall. As you plan for the season ahead, focus on more than just managing risk. Call 800-450-9858 to speak with one of our dedicated crop insurance officers. This institution is an equal opportunity provider and employer.
Wherever Little League baseball players go, parents are sure to follow. And that's been a critical component to the Cattlemen's Beef Board's national sponsorship of the Little League World Series. Terry Quam is the National Secretary Treasurer of the Cattlemen's Beef Board, a producer himself from Lodi. And he said those parents brought with them questions about beef that the beef producers could answer.
Well, you always hear the fat questions. You always hear the healthy questions. Why is beef so healthy? And that's why we have our professionals, and that's why we have all our promotional materials there. And basically to make sure that they are getting science-backed research. And a lot of that research is paid for by the checkoff, done by independent universities and independent agencies to get the exact health benefits and exact sciences of what beef protein brings into those kids.
Terry Quam, beef producer from Lodi, current National Secretary Treasurer of the Cattlemen's Beef Board. He said really their goal of the sponsorship is to try to target the younger generation and their parents and promote high-quality beef protein for health, energy, and stamina.
Winter is a good time to evaluate your livestock's health. BioVet loves seeing healthy animals contribute to your farm's profitability. Freeing up your time for the holidays is at the top of our list. When you choose BioVet microbial and nutritional products to keep your livestock out of the sick pen and healthy, you'll enjoy more time with your family this holiday season. Many thanks and warm wishes from our BioVet family to yours. Help your livestock stay healthy and call 1-800-BioVet1 or visit bio-vet.com.
And congratulations to Jamie Butke, Executive Secretary of the Wisconsin Fair Association. She's been honored as the 2025 International Association of Fairs and Expositions top recruiter. She brought 23 new fairs from Wisconsin into the International Association of Fairs and Expositions membership through the state's recent Economic Impact Study Initiative. That's an initiative that will be released coming up January at their annual state convention in Wisconsin Dells. That's a look at what's happening in food news on a Thursday. I am Pam Yankee.
From the Capitol to your kitchen table, Madison's biggest stories live right here on 92.7 WMDX.
I'm meteorologist Rodney Price. Plentiful sunshine this afternoon, but plenty cold with highs in the mid-teens, wind chills at times below zero, a southerly breeze. Tonight, a few clouds roll in with temperatures dropping to the mid-single digits. We'll see snow for your Friday afternoon. Right now, it's 13.
Hey there, Wisconsin. Tom Hartman here. Democracy is not a spectator sport, so join me each and every weekday right here on Civic Media for the Tom Hartman program from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. Covering the news of the day and sharing ways for you to get off the sidelines and get active in your community, because change starts with you. Get involved and tune in to the Tom Hartman program Monday through Friday from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. right here on your local Civic Media radio station.
As veterans, we're no strangers to helping others.
That's what we were taught, service before self.
But we do have one question for the veterans listening.
When was the last time you reached out for help?
If you or someone you know needs resources, whether it's for stress, finances, employment,
Gotta live by the pen, 'cause it's mightier than the sword. You gotta live by the pen, mightier than the sword. Every man is me, every man is you. I can't tell you what you gotta do. You gotta live by the pen, it's mightier than the sword.
There you go. Not the auto pen, though.
You gotta live by the pen, it's mightier than the sword.
Afternoons with John and Gordy with Aaron at the controls, and we're having a kind of an interesting discussion about marijuana. But first, let's go to the auto pen deal here. We've got a couple of texts here about Trump saying that everything that Biden signed with the auto pen is now null and void.
You just declared that.
God, he's an idiot. Okay, anyway. Steve goes, he can't do that. So this is just bluster? It's a question mark. But Trump's 1,500 commutations and pardons for the J6 criminals are fine with the auto pen.
Yeah, that's what they got.
Do you think he used the auto pen for that? Of course he did.
1,500 signatures.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
and it says here, Trump doesn't look very healthy. He looks like he's been taking rat poison. He has major,
major bruises on the back of his hands. Yeah, we've been seeing those.
Yeah, we have been seeing those.
Yeah.
Okay, now we did ask Chris about the reference to marijuana being racist. Okay.
Yeah, what did he say?
The word marijuana, which is what was used by Mexican people in the early 20th century and before, was used to disparage them and to demonize cannabis use. This was done by certain people like U.S. federal government. Needless to say, they were successful.
Learn your history. Okay, well, I've never heard that before. But
yeah. Well, it's
little known fact.
I don't know. I mean, so what if they used it to disparage people who used cannabis and called it marijuana?
Yeah.
I still don't. I don't get the offense. I'm not seeing it, but okay. All right, Chris. I will look into that further.
Okay. We'll get our research team working on that. 855-752-4842. We've got a couple of callers lined up and ready to go. Let's go to Mark in Prairie du Sac. Good afternoon, Mark. Go ahead.
Hey, guys. I'd remind President Trump that he should probably read his Constitution, and doing the changes retroactively like that is specifically prohibited under the Constitution. Something can't be legal, and then you declare it illegal, and and I mean, of course, the man, and nobody's reminding of him of this. I mean, one of the things that came to mind today, I saw Scott Bessent saying, well, we've got a plan B if the Supreme Court decides that these tariffs aren't legal. And I'd remind Mr. Bessent that what his job duty should have been is to remind President Trump before instituting those tariffs that is Congress's responsibility. That Trump should have gone to Congress and proposed these tariffs and had Congress actually propose them and handle them that way, rather than going that, because their plan B is just to say, well, we're going to do it anyway. And well, Bessent took an oath to the Constitution as well as an officer of as a member of the cabinet. And these guys, no respect for the Constitution at all.
None.
And these guys should be called on it. I mean,
right.
But I mean, for Trump, it's just a fool. I mean, talking about this stuff, trying to change that, you can't do it under the law. The law that says you can't retroactively do that.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, of course, it doesn't make any sense, and it would certainly cause a lot of chaos.
Yeah.
And delay. Something that Sir Topham Hatt said at one time. I think he was onto something.
You think so?
Yeah, that sounds like a lot of confusion and delay.
There you go.
Nobody can tell Trump what to do. He's not listening to anybody, even his own advisors.
He doesn't really care.
No.
Yeah. It's kind of weird to have a president like that. But
back to the phones we go. Here's Dick from
Dick.
Madison. Good afternoon, Dick.
Good afternoon. Well, Mark's spot on as usual. I mean, he'll just say there, what Constitution or what laws?
Yeah. Right.
But anyway, two quick things. A while back, I mentioned that you guys really don't need the onion because we're living it.
Right? Yeah.
And another proof of it is Mike Lindell's going to run for governor.
Oh, I didn't hear that.
What?
But yeah, that's what I'm hearing. But here's my question.
All right.
Help me with this. I just read that Trump's approval rating is now like 36.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep.
And amongst independents, it's like 25. But this is the one I have to ask you about.
Yeah.
Amongst Democrats, it dropped from 6 to 4. What Democrats?
What? Who? I want to find these people. I want to find them. I know. I want to run them out of time.
Yes.
Yeah. Yep.
I want to know who they are.
Yeah.
Who that 4 and 6 per? Well, it was 6, and now they're saying it's 4.
You know, sometimes I think when they say something like that, they're just throwing that figure in there just for the heck of it, to appear kind of middle of the road, fair, right? I just don't believe it. Oh, here somebody sent us My Pillow, Mike Lindell files paperwork for it.
Yeah, this apparently happened yesterday to run for Minnesota governor. Yeah,
Minnesota Star Tribune, a reputable publication. Yep, yesterday he filed that.
Yeah,
that paperwork.
Wow,
guess the pillow company must be doing okay.
Yeah, boy, he's got enough
extra
money now to do this. Yeah, that's fantastic.
Thought he went bankrupt. Thought he. Oh well.
Well,
look who's here. Catherine Lake.
Catherine Lake got up early this morning. She's still walking around.
Back.
I got up 12 hours ago.
Yeah.
I mean,
that's tough.
Well, first of all,
that's real tough.
Yeah. Yeah. Huh,
I know who I'm talking to. I know I am coming in here, hangdog. I'm sorry I ever criticized anything you've ever done.
There you go.
I mean,
you heard it, folks.
It is such a hard job. I forgot. It's been a long time since I've sat in an air chair like that.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to look at the clock, but I've got, Dominic giving me hand signals. I don't know what he's landing a plane or telling me to wrap it up.
Right.
Yeah. It's really hard what you do.
Welcome to our world.
You.
Well,
yes.
Thanks. Yeah.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
I'm grateful
for you. That was a couple of
you.
weeks ago, but
yeah.
Yeah, you have to be in our shoes one of these days.
Seriously, every person who is a boss of somebody should do their job for a day and just go, oh, okay, yeah, you're right.
Mm-hmm. Well, you and John Scott, we thank you for doing that.
Yeah, it's some fun.
We appreciate it, and it was fun listening
Talking
to
about those data centers, we're doing a little
just
more
like
investigations into it. Yep. But, we're getting a lot of input on that. It's more, something that can be updated constantly. So those buildings will be there. Those data centers will be in action for a long, long time. So, a lot of people will be using them to create AI-generated images and whatever else.
What's he not saying with your face? You got a lot of face motion going on there.
I'm just recalling that one caller that was talking about how these are going to be obsolete in a year. And that data, you could have a data center, the size of a briefcase or something.
Someday.
In a year or two.
I think that's probably folly. I don't know if I can.
It might be only. Aaron, you're a tech guy.
Come on, Aaron.
Come on.
We all look to you, Aaron.
I don't know everything.
Don't you have the answer?
What is your opinion on that, though?
My opinion on that is that I feel like it's an exaggeration, or I mean, could I be wrong? Maybe, but I feel like there is truth to it. Of course, technology is going to keep advancing, and I imagine they'll replace things bit by bit.
Yeah, pun intended.
Smaller.
Yeah, I didn't think of that. I don't think they're going to go obsolete right away, because otherwise they wouldn't be building them. As Microsoft generally knows what they're doing, as far as I'm aware.
Right. Well, now we're always talking storage here, but it takes an awful lot of RAM to produce and keep those computers running, and the graphics cards, whatever.
They probably don't need graphics cards for those, but I guess we'll see.
For AI generated images and videos,
I suppose so. Yeah.
What about transistors? They need transistors. Tubes.
Well, everything.
How about the vacuum tubes? The cathode ray tube?
I got a couple of
got a few of those.
Yeah.
Laying around.
I don't understand.
Good question, Gordy.
Well,
right
and I didn't get any answers this morning because, of course, I don't know how to do a talk show anymore. I don't know how to listen and talk. I don't know how to do it. So I didn't get any answers. But I want to know why they can't just put all these godforsaken things under flipping ground. Just make them do that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
so then
I heard
we
you ask that. I didn't.
Well, they're just the expense. The expense. It has to be extra wide walls.
Then we could use them as bomb shelters.
There you go.
For the next nuclear explosion.
For when that happens. You didn't just say nuclear, did you?
Saying.
You said nuclear, I'm sure.
I did.
Okay.
Not nuclear.
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 That's what Jimmy Carter. He was a
George W. said that.
Yes,
didn't he?
He did too.
Okay. Are you wearing two hats? Is it that cold outside?
No, it's not that cold.
I'm just wondering.
Not that cold. You will
Okay.
It's not
Wait
that
a minute.
cold out.
Wait a minute. Have you been panhandling again?
Again. Uh-oh. She's getting ready to throw something.
So high on
Duck behind the screen, my
I'm
friend.
sorry about that. I'm sorry about that.
Just kidding. Okay. I didn't realize it was that big of a deal. Wear as many hats as you want to.
It's cold out there.
Okay.
You know how many hats she wears here at the
I
station.
know. That's what I was going for, but never mind. I drove down that aisle and there was no parking place. Hey, let's go to the phones. Troy has been waiting on the line here very patiently. Good
Troy
afternoon.
called me today too. You know, you think you're all that.
Great job this morning.
Thank you.
See, yeah, Troy
See, he
called
just
this
gave you
morning.
a compliment. You didn't have your
Yeah.
headphones on. You know, if you're going to come in the studio, put the damn
Put the
headphones on.
on. Troy, you don't have to repeat it.
Troy,
though,
no.
Okay, I forgot what I said. So,
all right.
Welcome to our club.
So who's going to be the first person that President Biden pardoned that Trump's going to have somebody go pick up?
Yeah.
Because
Well,
the pardon isn't valid anymore.
That's
His
a good
son.
question. Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
yeah, son.
Yeah.
Yeah, he goes after his son.
You know, I could see him definitely doing that.
Well, it'd be interesting if he tried that. I mean, after all, the Trump sons seem to be well involved with other businesses and interests that they have no training for whatsoever. So I don't know. Is there any kind of comparison here? Maybe.
Oh my God, there should be, but
Yeah,
there isn't.
There
in
isn't.
their
There
mind.
really isn't. No.
So, no.
All right, Troy.
All right, have a great day,
All
guys.
right,
Thank
yeah,
you for that.
Yeah.
We were hoping to talk to Tim Slecker. Apparently, we miscommunicated.
He called me instead.
Oh, he did?
Yeah, I talked to him instead of you. Yeah,
Well,
that's
he
right.
called you this morning, but he
Yes.
was going to call us this afternoon.
He
as
likes
well.
me better.
Hey, you know what? I missed that.
This is going to go on for a while.
Lord.
I
I
missed.
did so badly. I just
we
have
lock
to.
the
No,
studio door?
did you talk about the latest drop that they had for podcasts?
I think so, but I don't remember what the topic
It's the
was.
college where the guy answered all these questions. He got a 0 out of 25 questions because he answered all the questions based on the Bible.
Oh, I don't think that was what we talked about this morning.
Okay.
Wow, that'll be
No.
fun. You'll have fun with that. Maybe you can get him on. He may be teaching. Who knows?
Well, it is truly an amazing thing. And this was in college at the University of Oklahoma. So,
Really?
yeah, check out that podcast. It's the
Okay.
latest one today. All right. All
Will
right.
do.
Busted pencils.
Yeah.
Busted pencils.
Coming up in a little while, we'll be talking to Jim Santel, former U.S. attorney. He'll join us in our 3:30 half hour, I think. Yes, that's right. Appreciate that.
All right. I think we have just enough time to get into what Trump did recently anyway, spilling the beans. He wants to manipulate Wall Street with good news. That would be cut 19. All right.
Let's check it out.
But you know, in the old days, when you announced good news, the stock market went up. You announced good news, the stock market would go up. Now, when you announce good news, the stock market goes down because people say, oh, that's terrible. You're doing well. That's terrible. Interest rates will go up. So they think because of that, interest rates will go up because that it's inverse to what it should be. We're going to go back to the way it used to be.
That's all the time we have for that right now.
All right.
And that's because they're going to get rid of the Fed chair.
Oh, is that right? Okay. We'll have more of John and Gordy in the afternoon after this timeout.
Real news, great conversation right to your inbox. Subscribe to the WMDX newsletter and never miss the stories right here in Madison. WMDXradio.com.
Happy holidays, happy holidays, happy holidays.
Oh, hello, everyone. Judy Summers from Summers Tree Farm, located on Rocky Dell Road, 3 miles west of Middleton, exit 250 Airport Road. The farm opens the day after Thanksgiving, 8 to 5 daily. We close at noon Christmas Eve. Visit our website at summerschristmastreefarm.com. We look forward to seeing you. Happy holidays from the Summers family.
You're listening to the American Democracy Minute, keeping your government by-in for the people. U.S. Congressman Henry Cuellar faced years in prison, accused of taking $600,000 in bribes from 2 foreign companies. President Donald Trump just pardoned the Democrat December 3rd, after which Cuellar filed for re-election. Cuellar, a powerful and popular 11-term Texas Democrat, had his home raided in 2022. In May 2024, the Biden Justice Department announced a dozen charges against Cuellar and his wife Imelda, including bribery, wire fraud, acting as an unregistered foreign agent, and money laundering. He allegedly took $600,000 in payments from an oil and gas company owned by the government of Azerbaijan and a bank headquartered in Mexico City, hiding the payments as sham consulting contracts for work purportedly done by his wife. If convicted, the couple faced decades in prison. Earlier this year, the Trump DOJ dropped charges against New York City Mayor Eric Adams, accused of similar charges after a Florida meeting Adams had with the president. Shortly after, Adams pledged city cooperation on immigration enforcement. 7 career DOJ prosecutors resigned after the appearance of quid pro quo. Given the Trump quest for more GOP U.S. House seats, it's notable that Cuellar still filed for re-election as a Democrat. We've linked the 2024 indictment at AmericanDemocracyMinute.org. I'm Brian Peel.
When severe weather hits and the power goes out, do you have a plan? For reliable power and peace of mind, propane can do that. It only takes about 10 seconds for a propane-powered generator to restore power to your home. So no matter what Mother Nature has in store, you know you're prepared. Learn more at WIPGA.org. This message is sponsored by your local propane provider and the Wisconsin Propane Education and Research Council.
Get your tickets now to the exclusive screening of The Godfather of Green Bay, directed by Nightlight host Pete Schwaba, heard nightly 6 to 8 p.m. right here on WMDX. Celebrating its 20th anniversary, Pete's film is coming back to the big screen for an exclusive.
It's the Afternoons with John and Gordy, Benny Hill edition.
That's it. Is that Boots Randolph doing the saxophone
Sure
on
is.
that one?
Yeah.
Good old Boots.
Boots,
He and I
yeah.
go way back. Spent a lot of time in New Orleans. Boots walking the streets, panhandling. It was kind of tough times. Boots.
Well, I'll tell you what,
He wore out his boots.
way back in the old days, my first on-air radio job was WAUK in Milwaukee.
Oh yeah.
And we played Boots Randolph.
Those were the days.
We were playing elevator music. I'm serious. It was
I know.
elevator music at the time. So
I know.
Yeah,
I remember what that was like. Yeah, I worked at an elevator music station.
Did you?
Old, what eventually became WOLX.
Oh yes.
Many years ago. It was run by a guy named Tom Holter.
It's almost like you
And it was
pay your
beautiful
dues.
music.
You pay your dues at that.
Yes, right. Oh, man.
Okay.
Mhm.
Anyway, Saturday night I did a lot of bits on elevator music. Remember
yeah.
Paul Simon getting into the elevator and all the Simon and Garfunkel songs? they tortured him with Simon and Garfunkel instrumentals.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Mhm.
All right, let's get into the dual citizenship thing. Here's another lost freedom.
Take a deep breath.
Senator Bernie Moreno of Ohio, he's a Republican, has introduced a bill to establish that citizens of the United States must have sole and exclusive allegiance to the U.S. I have a feeling somewhere along the way, these people are really insecure about something. I don't know what it is, but please stop foisting it off on the rest of the people in this country. We don't need to hear your problems. I mean, why does this guy have a problem with dual citizenship?
Really, live and let live. Come on, man. Chill.
God.
Look, maybe his parents got divorced when he was young and made him pick a side. You know what? That doesn't mean you have to force everyone else to do it.
There you go. Perfect, Aaron.
Good
You
gold
nailed
star
it.
for you. That's good.
It's called the Exclusive Citizenship Act of 2025.
Oh, good.
It would make it so that no one may be a citizen or naturalized citizen of the U.S. simultaneously having any foreign citizenship.
Wow.
If passed, U.S. citizenship would voluntarily if passed, a U.S. citizen who voluntarily acquires foreign citizenship would have to relinquish their U.S. citizenship after the date of the enactment of the foreign citizenship.
Okay, well, that's clear as mud. Okay, so yeah, you got to pick one.
Yeah,
basically,
you have to.
And if you declare something, yeah, okay.
So dual citizens would have to submit a written renunciation of foreign citizenship to the Secretary of State, Marco Rubio, or a written renunciation of the U.S. citizenship to the Secretary of Homeland Security, Kristi Noem,
great,
no later than 1 year after the enactment of the Exclusive Citizenship Act of 2025.
Could you run that all by us again?
It's estimated that more than 40 million Americans, many of whom are Mexican Americans, are eligible for dual citizenship.
I see.
That's why they're going after this, for
Of
the
course.
Mexican Americans in this country. Yeah.
Sure.
Wow.
Somehow,
Okay.
does this get into voting rights or vote? Whether you're eligible to vote if you declare.
I don't know.
you're. I mean,
No, I doubt it. I doubt it. Well, you never know, though. Let's get into something also kind of crazy. I was trying to figure out what all of this Somali community thing was that Trump was going after, and the Republicans were tweeting about this constantly. They're going to go after every Somalian.
Right.
It says here Trump escalated rhetoric about Minnesota's sizable Somali community, saying he did not want immigrants from the East African country in the U.S. because they contribute nothing.
Yeah.
Wow.
And
that's pretty breathtaking. Federal authorities are preparing a targeted enforcement operation. Minneapolis Mayor Jacob Fry said it violates the moral fabric of what we stand for in this country.
Yeah, no kidding.
So,
well, and he called him garbage too.
Yeah.
Trump did.
Yeah.
Earlier today. See if we have time for a quick phone call here before the top of the hour. Let's go to Joe. Good afternoon, Joe. Go ahead.
Well, this will be fun in the family because apparently Melania and Barron both maintain dual citizenship in the U.S.
Oh,
and
no.
Slovenia.
That's right.
Oh,
that's
no,
right.
That would be a problem, right?
Wow.
Oh, I'd like to see that happen.
Oh, wonder what they're going to do.
By the
a
way,
little bit too entangled.
there's a congressman that he's saying, I work with morons, after MAGA representatives claimed America was not founded by immigrants. Well,
there's a statement, isn't it?
Yeah.
So that'll be fun to see. And it'll be fun to see whether Melania and Barron choose U.S. or Slovenian.
Well,
That would be kind of interesting, wouldn't it?
Yeah. They could
Choose,
spin the
honey,
wheel.
choose. Yeah.
Spin the wheel.
Right.
Take care, gang.
All right,
Thank you, Joe.
Thank you. Oh, boy.
Yeah, what if Barron just decided, I'm sick of the whole thing. I'm just going, I'm out. I'm out of here.
Yeah, I've got my
Could happen.
I've got my millions and billions now.
Yeah. So you got to worry about.
I got my Bitcoin.
Mm-hmm. Okay, coming up, we're going to check in with news and weather and sports. And Jim Santel will be joining us in about a half hour or so.
I got a few tracks from Daily Show I want to play a little bit.
And right
later.
after we get through news, it'll be time for the Grown Up Giftless Text to Win multi-state contest. The key word is right around the corner. John and Gordy in the afternoon.
This is 92.7 WMDX Columbus, Madison's real news and great conversation. A Civic Media station, WMDXradio.com.
ABC News, I'm Michelle Franzen. Authorities say the suspect shown on surveillance video in 2021 wearing a gray hooded sweatshirt and placing pipe bombs outside the RNC and DNC headquarters buildings in Washington, D.C. was arrested today at his home in Virginia. Attorney General Pam Bondi at a briefing.
Brian Cole Jr. was arrested and charged with placing the pipe bombs at the RNC and the DNC on January 5th, 2021.
Bondi says he faces charges of a use of an explosive device and the investigation is ongoing. Luigi Mangione back in court today for an extended pretrial hearing. He's charged in the fatal shooting of United Healthcare CEO exactly 1 year ago today on a Manhattan street. His attorneys working to get key evidence dismissed, claiming police obtained it without a proper warrant. And the number of Americans filing for first-time jobless claims dropped to 191,000, the lowest level in more than 3 years. This is ABC News.
Local news, real voices, and conversations that count. That's Madison. And that's 92.7 WMDX.
For 92.7 WMDX News, I'm Savannah Tomei Olson. The Trump administration is threatening some of Wisconsin's SNAP funding. Nearly 700,000 people benefit from the program called Food Share here and had their benefits delayed during the shutdown last month. The administration has been asking states to send information, including the names and immigration status of SNAP recipients. If they don't, they could lose SNAP money. USDA Secretary Brooke Rollins says they're trying to find fraud in the program. WISN reports people's benefits would be safe. The USDA would continue to send that money, but not the funding it takes to actually run the program. Now, Wisconsin Attorney General Josh Kaul has joined a lawsuit against the Trump administration over this issue, and a judge issued an injunction which bars the USDA from withholding this money if they don't get that information they want. But still, the USDA plans to do just that starting as early as next week. And survivors of domestic violence, sexual assault, and human trafficking often get services from the government. Housing benefits to help get them out of an abuser's home, child support to help care for their kids, and legal representation as they navigate the court system. The Trump administration wanted victims to prove they're U.S. citizens before receiving any help. Josh Kaul again has joined a lawsuit to fight that, and as Lisa Hale reports, it's successful.
Wisconsin Attorney General Josh Kaul has announced that the U.S. Department of Justice will not apply new restrictions to Victims of Crime Act and Violence Against Women Act funding after Wisconsin joined a multi-state lawsuit to block the change. The new restrictions would have required survivors of domestic violence and other crimes to prove their immigration status to qualify for the funding. The lawsuit argued that the funding appropriated by Congress for the programs was deliberately designed to reach every eligible survivor, regardless of immigration status.
That's Lisa Hale. I'm Savannah Tomei Olson, 92.7 WMDX News.
A big win for the Bucks. Hi, I'm Mike Clemens with sports. NBA, the Bucks beat the Pistons last night at Fiserv Forum, 113-109. Giannis Antetokounmpo leaving the game early in the first quarter with a strained right calf muscle, taken to a hospital for an MRI. Head coach Doc Rivers asked about an ESPN report saying that Giannis and his agent approached the Bucks to discuss a possible trade.
And I want to make it clear, Giannis has never asked to be traded, ever. I can't make that more clear.
Men's college basketball in Madison, Wisconsin over Northwestern, 85-73. John Blackwell, 26 points. The Packers, Jordan Love, named NFC Offensive Player of the Week. And volleyball tonight at the UW Fieldhouse as the Badgers face Eastern Illinois in the first round of the NCAA tournament.
The Fieldhouse has been a great home for this team this year.
That's Badgers volleyball coach Kelly Sheffield. With sports, I'm Mike Clemens.
Your neighbors are talking. Leaders are deciding. Madison's story unfolds daily on 92.7 WMDX.
I'm meteorologist Rodney Price. Plentiful sunshine this afternoon, but plenty cold with highs in the mid-teens. Wind chills at times below zero, a southerly breeze. Tonight, a few clouds roll in with temperatures dropping to the mid-single digits. We'll see snow for your Friday afternoon. It's 15 at our studios.
Oh, this is Robert Pilot of Native Roots Radio. On our show, we share stories from Turtle Island, highlighting the people and issues shaping our communities. From protecting water to treaty rights and preserving languages and traditions, we cover it all. Hear voices like Arena Martin of Emerge, Wisconsin, Dr. Stately, Robert Lilligren, and more. Because Native issues are human issues, and human issues are Native issues.
Native Roots Radio, weeknights at 8 on your local Civic Media radio station. Pete Schwaba.
If you've seen The Godfather of Green Bay, you'll know just how damn funny this guy is. Mr. Tom Lennon.
It gets brisk up in Marinette, guys. So that's kind of great. Prince stayed in Minneapolis his whole career because he was like, look, it keeps some of the kooks away if you just go where it's cold.
Do you see a lot of similarities between me and Prince?
I do, as a matter of fact. The germaphobe stuff, the high heels, never stop talking about Jehovah's Witnesses. You and Prince are peas in a pod.
Nightlight with Pete Schwaba, weeknights from 5 to 8 p.m. on the Civic Media Radio Network.
Pete Schwaba on the next Nightlight. We've got a highlight show made just for you, but you can still play.
John and Gordy for your trip home.
Your game is through, 'cause now you have to answer to America.
Afternoons with John and Gordy.
Few blank spaces in there. What's
well,
okay.
there are just a few
I
profanities.
don't know. It must have cut out. I'm not really sure what they were saying.
Okay. All right.
And the name of the movie was
Team America World Police.
That's right, the Marionette movie.
Oh, I remember.
By the South Park guys.
Yeah, okay. All right. Okay. It's John Peterson, Gordy Young in the afternoon, along with our producer, Aaron Zommers. Sunshine across Wisconsin today, but cold temperatures, mainly in the mid-teens, just about everywhere. Hey, everybody. It's time for our grown-up gift list text to win multi-state contest. Let's hit the music there. Aaron?
What rule book do you need?
Aaron doesn't know that I asked for music. Oh, there we go. This is your daily chance to win $200. We do this every single day of the week, this week and next week. Plus, every time you make an entry, you put it into our 3 grand prize drawings for a brand new snowblower, or you could win a stainless steel cookware set, or maybe a portable air conditioner. And this hour's keyword for this 3 o'clock hour is free. Free. That's F-R-E-E. Free is the keyword. So just download the Civic Media app. It's free to download, free to use in your Apple or Google store. Find your local station. Use the text button to send that keyword. Again, the keyword is free for your chance to win in this multi-state contest. And there'll be other contest hours today, 5 p.m. and 7 p.m. And again, get those entries in. Every time you enter, you also get a text response. And if you click on that, to subscribe to our newsletter or check out Facebook or Civic Media Today, that gives you even more chances to win. So do that. It's our grown-up gift list text to win contest right here on Civic Media. You can go to civicmedia.us for more information.
All right. Stop by the station and look through our volume. Volume of books.
Rules and regulations.
The rules and regulations to this contest.
Yes.
All right. There's a CBS poll out that basically has said that about 70% or so of Americans want to see proof that these are drug boats that are being blown out of the water.
70%?
Yes. And about 70% of those questioned oppose a war in Venezuela.
All
right.
Yes.
You think the president is concerned about what the public thinks? I don't think so.
He wants to stir up a war, and then he can declare it's an emergency or martial law or whatever, and put off voting, and just clog up the works completely. That's my theory only.
Well, that's a good theory, though. Yeah. All right. Let's go to the phone lines right now. Charles, welcome to the program.
Hey, good afternoon, guys. So a couple of things.
Mm-hmm.
This administration's agenda, I believe, is to try to make America a country of only white people. If you're a person of color, they want you out. And if anybody doesn't see what they're doing, then you're just as racist as he is and his administration is. My other point is this whole thing with this auto pen, his fixation with it. He would love to, if he could, he would love to get rid of it, because I know someone asked who would he probably go after first. It would be Anthony Fauci. He would love to be able to bring down Anthony Fauci, because he was one of the main people that they kept talking about during this whole COVID-19 thing. Like, he was out there making money off of people getting shot. I said, how ignorant can a group of people be in an administration, as well as the people that support him? And I don't know if you guys saw him the other day when he was at a table with a bunch of people, and the back of him, it was a lady to his left, and his face was so orange, it looked like he had about an inch thick of foundation on his face. I looked at my wife and I said, I had to rewind it and said, "Did you see his face?"
Eat your heart out, Ronald McDonald.
Oh, man. Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Oh, boy. That is something else. I know.
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
And then he fell asleep a number of times.
That is amazing, because
Fox News.
I heard that
Fox News.
Rubio posted the video of Trump falling asleep while Rubio was talking to him.
Is that right?
Yeah.
What about Fox News, Charles?
The spin. I don't know if you guys have seen the spin that they've been putting on it. Like, he just closed his eyes for a brief second. It's nothing wrong with taking a 10-minute nap every day.
True.
He's working 60 to 70 hours a week.
I'm looking for that. There's a compilation. We heard a little bit of it on Stephanie Miller's show.
Yes.
So we definitely want to come up with that. That is great stuff. I know it's Sleepy Joe, right? And this guy's sleeping right in front of everybody. I don't get it. All right, Charles. Hey, thanks a lot. I want to get into something here. Our friend out in St. Francis, a little suburb of Milwaukee.
Yeah, Doug.
And Doug is out there.
What did he have to say?
He brought something up, and I just want to give you a little background on this. For a long time, it was only a year.
But it seemed a lot longer to you.
It seemed a lot longer. I did a radio show at the big giant radio station here in Madison, WIBA AM, with Vicki McKenna.
Oh, yeah.
We were partners in a show. It was like a
point,
left,
counterpoint.
Right,
I'm so sorry.
Right thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
And we did that for a year, and I broke about 3 or 4 headphone sets up against the wall.
Yeah.
And it was a tense situation, and I decided to leave at that point. In fact, I left radio at that point. They asked me to fill in when she went on vacation. I said, I don't want to support her audience.
So how long were you out of radio after you left Vicki McKenna?
Many years.
Yes. It took a long time to recover.
14 years or so. I thought
that experience.
That was really a dumb move.
Well,
I could have asked, I work part-time or something.
So why do you bring up Vicki McKenna?
Because Doug out in St. Francis brought this up. If Vicki McKenna were to carry out a strike on WMDX and you guys were left clinging to the last pieces of radio station debris,
yes,
Vicki would not hesitate to order a no survivors second strike.
You're right, Doug. I think Vicki's on. Is she on in the afternoon? Are we opposite her now?
I don't know. I don't know.
You should reach out to her and, say, how you doing? Have coffee, see each other,
you
mend the old wounds.
You aren't telling everybody everything. We did run into Vicki McKenna.
Oh, yeah.
At the WIBA anniversary party of some sort.
I forgot about that.
And we have pictures together.
Yeah.
We actually took pictures together. She's very nice.
Yeah, I had never met her. Yeah, she seemed very pleasant, actually.
Yes.
Very, very courteous, kind. Yeah.
I feel like you have to be at that point, because if you say that kind of stuff on your radio program and you're also a jerk, you will have no friends.
Yeah.
Well, she wanted
Yeah,
to
maybe. What do you say? You think it's all an act?
No, I actually don't. But she did want us to post the pictures.
Yes.
At our Facebook site.
Right.
Just to see what the reaction was, and that we would get back to Vicky and say, well, this is what happened when we posted those pictures.
Right.
That would be interesting.
I don't think we ever did we?
I don't think so.
But they're good pictures. Maybe we should do that sometime.
Wasn't your didn't you show the pictures to Ann, your wife? And what happened?
Well,
there?
yeah, I was trying not to get to that.
Oh, sorry. Is that a sore point?
Yes, Ann is.
Never mind.
My wife is not a big fan of Vicky's. She had to deal with me when I got home from doing that show.
Oh well, let bygones be bygones. I'm sure everything's fine.
I used to go into that show with a stack of paper, just like I do now.
Yeah.
But we didn't get to any of it. It was always the topics she chose, and it was frustrating for me at the time.
Again, a long year for you, right?
Yes, it was. It was.
You're still licking your wounds. Okay. 855-752-4842 is our number. Lines are open right now if you want to chime in.
Hey, I got a little clip here. I think this is kind of a fun thing. It's cut 31, and it's a Daily Show clip, and it's an ad for a new TV show called RFK Hospital. All right, let's listen to this.
This fall.
We got another one.
Status?
He's bleeding out. We're losing him.
I decide when we're losing him.
A groundbreaking new medical drama.
We lost him. Time of death, 5/22. Cause of death, the COVID vaccine.
RFK Hospital.
Sick of it!
The only hospital brave enough to follow the medical advice of America's health secretary.
Sorry, trying to squeeze in lunch. What are we looking at?
We have a patient with a strange virus that's weakening his immune system.
Interesting. Has he been swimming in any raw sewage?
Not that I know of.
That's your problem right there. Have him spend a few hours in fecal matter creek. He'll be better in no time.
Led by a doctor who knows that medical science doesn't have to be based on anything in particular.
Come on. I told you never interrupt me when I do pull-ups in jeans.
Sorry, but we have a patient with a fractured clavicle. Should I administer painkillers?
And give the patient autism? No, thank you.
Well, should I take an x-ray?
And give the patient more autism? Give him 20 cc's of raw milk and get the fluoride out of his water. Now!
At RFK Hospital, they're making America healthy. He's giving medicine a taste of its own medicine and giving healthcare the shakeup it needs. And when tragedy strikes, he answers the call.
School bus hit a deer on I-60. Dozens are arriving in critical condition.
How long ago?
35 minutes.
We can still save that deer meat. Let's move, people. Come on, let's go.
Premiering after a brand new episode of CSI Epstein Files.
CSI Epstein Files. I do like that too. That's great stuff.
Yeah.
It?
Where'd that come from?
Daily Show.
Ah, okay. That's what I thought. Yeah.
RFK
Hospital.
Boy.
Yeah.
I know. Well, it makes sense to me. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe not to anybody else, but I found it interesting.
Yeah.
Intriguing.
Mm-hmm. Hey, I want to remind everybody, The Godfather of Green Bay. Tonight is the night we're going to have this screening at Atwood Music Hall. If you're in the Madison area, still not too late to get some tickets. Doors open at 6 o'clock. We're going to start the movie around 7 or so. And Pete Schwaba will be there along with us. And we'd love to see you there, too. Tickets are $10, with a portion of that going to the Dane County Humane Society. It is the 20th anniversary of The Godfather of Green Bay. And again, if you're in the Madison area, come on by. It's going to be a lot of fun. Atwood Music Hall is at 1925 Winnebago Avenue in Madison. Hope to see you there. It's powered by Downdren's Distilling in Cottage Grove. And again, Dane County Humane Society gets a portion of the proceeds.
Now, I thought everybody would just be flocking to see this thing because, I mean, this is Pete as the romantic interest in the movie.
Right.
Right?
Yes.
I mean, yeah.
Our own Pete Schwaba, host of Nightlife.
He gets the girl, by the way.
Okay, don't spill too much.
Oh, yeah. I do that
spoilers.
at home, and the kids just hate it. You know?
Yes, well, I can see why. But,
you know,
it's going to be a lot of fun.
My son will not look at trailers because he doesn't want any hint at what's going to happen in the movie.
Even in just a trailer.
Yeah.
He doesn't
Some
want
trailers are pretty bad.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Kung Fu Panda spoiled the end of the movie.
And you know what? He won't watch extended editions of movies, especially like Lord of the Rings, which is incredible. The extended edition at 4K.
Hey, coming up after this, we will talk to attorney at law Jim Santel. It's all on John and Gordy this afternoon.
WMDX Madison, where conversations are free range and organic.
I'm hungry. What's cooking?
Oh, no, not me. It's your turn.
Oh, we're back to taking turns?
Yeah.
How about
Oh, yeah. Now. Okay, now I'm hungry. Sugar River, here we come.
and they have that great kids menu too.
We don't have any kids.
Right. That's beside the point. The point is I'm hungry. You're hungry.
Let's go.
Yes. And we should talk about having some kids.
Get in the car, Bob.
Hello, Mr. Santel.
Corona Nuclearis and catering.
Herbal Aspect.
How are you today?
That's right. Madison's go
Doing well. Let's see. Did you have an email that you sent at all?
I did not. I was just
Okay.
Unfortunately, I did not. But
Still have
I can.
Sorry, that was my bad. Still have 15 minutes if you want to jot a couple of things
Sure,
down.
yep. Let me do that. Yep. Let me do just that.
Just a few bullet points or
Sure,
whatever.
yep.
If you have anything.
No, give us a list, a 15-point list. Okay.
Yes, with a PowerPoint and some appendices.
If you could.
Contents and
Do you have-
footnotes.
Just get your auto pen
things
on.
you did this week.
Get your auto pen working on it.
Exactly. Right. Coming in I'm from the Racine studio today. How exciting is that?
Oh, wow.
That is.
Boy,
Yeah.
looks snazzy there. Wow.
They got electricity here. It turns out. Who knew?
Wow, the lighting is amazing. There.
Yeah.
Just it gets rid of all the wrinkles. Again, it just
Yeah,
here we are. Let me put some things together here and
Okay.
get
Yeah,
those
you got-
right to you.
You got at least 15 minutes, so
Okay,
Sounds
great.
good.
Take
We
your
will
time.
pop you back out.
Wonderful. Thanks so much.
all right.
Our grand prizes: a snowblower, stainless steel cookware set, or a portable air conditioner. Just download the free Civic Media app and listen weekdays at 7, 9, 11, 1, 3, 5, and 7 for your chance to win in our multi-state contest.
I was stuck in a state of panic and endless rituals, so I made the call.
It's afternoons with John and Gordy.
Phone lines are open 855-752-4842. That's 855-75-CIVIC. Okay.
All right. Oh, boy.
Wow.
The Trump administration has also ramped up its immigration crackdown. I didn't think they could do that, but apparently they are attempting to anyway. Citing the shooting in Washington, D.C. Of course, everybody knows about this now, you know. And then this is something I've been thinking about for a long time, because we've known for a long time that Trump is a malignant narcissist. Okay, what does that mean? I mean, there are a whole bunch of issues involved with malignant narcissism, and paranoia is one of those factors that you have to consider. And if anything is, if there isn't a more important issue with Trump, it's got to be his paranoia, because he's always worried about everything. You know, if there's a killing here, or if there's a robbery there, or if there's an immigration whatever there, he worries about it and he overreacts. I mean, you know, this one shooting in D.C., suddenly, you know, that's it. Everybody's cut off. Homeland Security's Kristi Noem is recommending that Trump's travel ban list include at least 30 to 32 countries. Right now, it's about, I think, 19 countries. So they're going to add greatly to it. Just What is wrong with these? I mean, the thing is, the guy in charge has malignant narcissism.
Yes.
He's extremely paranoid, and he's making this country into this unusual island protected by every paranoid thought that he has.
Yeah.
It's strange.
Even his niece, Mary Trump, we've said this before. She's a clinical psychologist, and she's, the niece of Donald Trump, has described her uncle's behavior as consistent with malignant narcissism and traits of paranoia, just like you said, and antisocial behavior. We know about that.
But it's crazy, isn't it? I mean, it's going over the top, and we've got to at least call him out on this stuff.
Yes. Can't just let it go.
No, we can't. Not anymore, anyway. We used to, but we're drawing a line in the sand now.
Okay. All right.
Now, you brought this up to me, and I just thought I'd pass it along here in the program today. Layoffs. The announcement for layoffs in the country have gone higher and higher.
Yep.
Month after month after month.
Right.
And it's only get this. It's only the 6th year since 1993 that announced job cuts through the month of November have surpassed 1.1 million.
Oh, man.
That's right. That's a lot of job cuts. I want to play a cut here, cue up 32. This is Fox Business, of all places.
Okay.
Where the economy is so bad, even Maria Bartiromo.
Oh, no.
She can't spin this one.
Oh, boy.
So let's listen.
Challenger report, which is now off embargo, and it says that job cuts surpassed 1 million, the highest October total since 2003. Companies cite cost-cutting AI in October, John. This is exactly what I asked the president about.
That's right. That's the problem. Not only were announced layoffs, I think now for the entire year, the highest level since 2020. That's a recession year, but announced hirings are also down considerably. That's not a good mix. And you have to worry about jobs growth. If you don't start growing payrolls, eventually that's going to hurt the growth of consumer incomes, and in turn, consumer spending will suffer. The other thing that I want to point out is a lot of these people that are losing jobs because of AI have white-collar jobs. But as you noted, we have a lot of openings for people with skilled trades.
Absolutely.
How in the world are we going to get somebody who has a background in accounting, maybe finance, to consider becoming an auto mechanic? The CEO of Ford.
Or an electrician. But by the way, that's one of President Trump's plans. He wants to encourage these trade schools. And this Challenger report is for November. The U.S.-based employers announced 71,321 job cuts in November, up 24% from the job cuts announced last year.
That's huge.
Maria Bartiromo.
That is huge.
Yes, it is.
And we've heard, that a lot of the new AI has been eliminating jobs, opportunities for young up-and-comers, people who graduated from college. They can't go into these lower-end jobs in order to, work their way up into the companies.
Right. Those jobs are disappearing.
Yeah.
Yeah. And, some of them are trying to catch up to AI, trying to learn enough about it to use it or get those kind of job skills. But it's hard to do that.
Yes,
it's difficult.
It's hard to convince Gen Z to try and do something like that.
Right.
I've tried to get my kids to do that, and they won't listen. They don't want to have anything to do with AI.
So because they just fear AI?
I don't think
becoming
they fear
part of
it.
it.
They just find it's wrong. It's bad. It's artificial. It's not creative. You're relying too much on technology.
Yeah.
So, and they're very creative, and that's the whole point. I think they're very angry about that.
I think that's true. I think a lot of artistic and creative people are concerned about AI because it is really, becoming more and more creative all the time and taking those kind of jobs away or coming up with creative ideas, especially artistic things or posters or, photographs, films, everything.
It says here that the hardest hit by layoffs last month included technology, food companies, and telecommunication firms. So small businesses were also hit very hard, shedding about, get this, 120,000 jobs.
Ooh.
So I don't think the economy is taking off like Trump is saying it is.
No, don't think so either.
Well, coming up here, right around the corner, we will check in with former U.S. Attorney Jim Santel, and he'll give us some legal advice and tell us what's happening at the Supreme Court, if anything.
All right.
And other legal stuff. It's all coming up on John and Gordy this afternoon.
92.7 WMDX, all talk, no assembly required. Construction barrels bloom every spring. So do opinions. WMDX, guiding Madison through life's most predictable surprises.
Between baking cookies and other holiday festivities, dairy is widely purchased this time of year. Bryce Windecker is a dairy analyst with Everag. He tells us what we've seen in the butter market.
In the U.S., we typically make about 80% salted butter, and the world wants 82% unsalted. So it takes us a while. We have to get those export orders first before we get the order. Versus cheese, like those kind of come and go, all the time. But the butter is a very more specifically made product that we don't make a whole lot of. Right. So we've had to go cheaper to win some more business there.
Bryce Windecker, a dairy analyst with Everag. Stick around. I'll have a look at your closing markets right after this.
Dairy pumps that were designed more than 50 years ago do not meet today's large dairy farm requirements. Bopeller pumps by McFinn Technologies were born and patented this century with a unique and innovative design that ensures gentle, low-shear pumping along with efficient, high capacity and long seal life. Bopeller pumps for all your applications will ensure your dairy is operating with 21st century technology. Bopeller is American innovation. Contact your dealer today.
Hello, Farm First Dairy Cooperative members. Jeff Ditzenberger here, the Communications Director at Farm First. And one of the most important aspects of being a Farm First member is to make a policy that keeps your dairy business viable. You are cordially invited to attend one of our 2025 district meetings and luncheons. Join us to learn what your cooperative has accomplished, policy, and elect delegates to represent you. To find out more information and how to register, please go to our website at farmfirstdairycooperative.com. We'll see you soon.
I'm Kylie Allen for the Midwest Farm Report with a look at your closing markets. From Chicago, cash corn closed up 3 3/4 at $4.47 1/4, and new crop corn closed up 1 1/4 at $4.64 3/4. Cash soybeans closed up 3 3/4 at $11.19 1/2, and new crop soybeans also closed up 3/4 at $11.14 3/4. Cash wheat closed up 2 at $4.40 1/4, and new crop wheat closed up 2 1/4 at $5.55 1/4. Taking a look at dairy, January Class 3 milk contracts are trading up 19 cents at $15.45, and February Class 3 milk contracts are trading up 18 cents at $15.60 per hundredweight. 40-pound block cheese today saw no change and closed at $139 1/2, and AA butter closed up 1/2 penny at $1.47. Did you know Midwest Farm Report has an app? It's your easy one-stop shop to find all the latest Wisconsin ag news. Download it from the link on our website or by searching Mid-West Farm Report in the Apple and Google Play stores. For the Midwest Farm Report, I'm Kylie Allen.
From the Capitol to your kitchen table, Madison's biggest stories live right here on 92.7 WMDX.
I'm meteorologist Rodney Price. Plentiful sunshine this afternoon, but plenty cold with highs in the mid-teens, wind chills at times below zero, a southerly breeze. Tonight, a few clouds roll in with temperatures dropping to the mid-single digits. We'll see snow for your Friday afternoon. It's 15 at our studios.
A fresh perspective on the great outdoors.
Hey, Wisconsin, you're listening to Raised in Wisco. We're now on 25 stations throughout Wisconsin, Michigan, and Minnesota. If you have got a radio or a computer or a cell phone, you can listen to us live Saturdays at 11 o'clock a.m.
Raised in Wisco with Joel Clayfish and Danielle Fairman. Find the podcast on Apple, Spotify, or wherever you listen to podcasts.
Don't act like that. Don't wear that. Don't think that. I've heard everything you tell yourself, every time you felt different.
John and Gordy in the afternoon. And it is time once again for a very special guest, Jim Santel.
Sorry, didn't mean to distract
from
you.
Amicus, a law review. You can hear him on the weekends, Saturday at 9 to 11.
Good afternoon, Jim.
In the morning.
Good.
It is in the morning.
Yes.
And again, we're delighted to be with you in this wonderful afternoon, coming to you today from the wonderful location of WAUK and other radio stations right here in Racine. So delighted to be with you once again.
Well, Jim, before we get started, we want to remind everybody that we are in a contest hour for the keyword for our grown-up gift list text to win multi-state contest. And the keyword this hour is free. And that you can text that word to us on the Civic Media app, which is free to download, free to use. You could be in for winning $200 today. And every entry puts you into our grand prize drawing for a snowblower or maybe a steel seal cookware set or portable air conditioner. Again, the keyword this hour is free. Text carefully, F-R-E-E. Okay, and you can check out all the rules at civicmedia.us. Now, back to Jim Santel. Okay, here we go. What do we have?
Well, yeah.
What's on the docket?
It seems like there's always something on the docket. Something is going on legally somewhere, sometime. Fill us in, Jim.
Absolutely. So we have talked before on this outstanding broadcast about pardons and the ways in which this president, frankly, every president has used them. Some would say abused them. Donald Trump in recent days, including as late as yesterday, has been on, I think, what can be called a tear when it comes to issuing pardons. And one of them underscores the inconsistency of his administration when it comes to trying to stop drugs from coming into our nation, which, of course, is the headline these days, having to do with the Venezuelan boats and all those issues right now on Capitol Hill. But about a week or so ago, in what is perhaps one of the most stunning pardons ever issued, certainly in this administration in recent times, the President of the United States of America issued a pardon, a full pardon, for the Honduran ex-president. His name is Juan Orlando Hernandez. And what did he do? Well, he was found guilty by an American jury last year of conspiring to import cocaine, and not just a little bit of cocaine, tons of cocaine into this country. The prosecutors described this case as one of the most significant prosecutions of the federal government in recent years. Huge amounts of drugs coming into this country. Significant because the judge, his name was Kevin Castell, called Hernandez a two-faced politician hungry for power, and asked the judge, the prosecutors did, to make sure that Mr. Hernandez would die behind bars. In fact, that's what the judge did. Wow. 45 years in prison. That was the sentence imposed. And again, I did drug cases in my time. There were some hefty sentences imposed. That is extraordinary. 45 years in prison for the amount of illegal conduct in which you've engaged. 45 years, federal district court in Manhattan. And the president, a week ago, has pardoned him. He is now released from federal custody as of about 48 hours ago. He is out there, and the criminal judgment against him for bringing into this country all of these drugs removed from the official records. History doesn't get erased, of course, but it is once more an example of how this president has invoked his unconditional pardon power to do something extraordinary, especially when he is maintaining in another setting, those Venezuelan boats, that he's doing everything he can to keep drugs out of this country, including cocaine and fentanyl. The inconsistency is wild. The pardon itself, in and of itself, is stunning. Prosecutors, likewise, saying this is catastrophic. This sends back to, again, the chopping board, if you will, the whole idea of prosecuting drug dealers. And Donald Trump writes, "Congratulations to Juan Orlando Hernandez on your upcoming pardon. Make Honduras great again."
Amazing.
Well, Mr. President, this is a fellow who is polluting your country in ways that are probably unspeakable. That, I think, is at the top of the list in terms of rule of law issues of this past week.
That's really crazy. I know that commentator Ron Filipkowski wrote this, doesn't exist. Then he's talking about law and order in this country. Trump Department of Justice either drops their charges or he pardons them. Anyone can buy their way out of prison for the right price on any charge, with crime victims left shattered and no justice. Right. And I think that just about sums it up. I understand that this individual wrote a letter to Trump and complimented him and said that he feels just like Trump did when he was impeached. And he said everything the right way. So that's that helped get him off the hook.
We know from past events that we've talked about on this very show that if you do in fact petition this president and say, I'm just like you and I've suffered the same sort of thing that you've suffered, I'm the victim of weaponization, that grabs this president's attention and you get these pardons, these commutations. We know about George Santos from a couple of weeks ago, that comical but defrauding congressman, that kind of thing. It happens consistently.
Wow.
And there is more, actually. You know, again, just very briefly, not nearly as detailed as the matter involving the Honduran president, but the fellow named David Gentile, way back in, well, just a few days ago, he $1.6 billion scheme defrauding thousands of victims. He was found guilty again in that role, and he is freed after just 7 days of a 7-year sentence. $1.6 billion scheme. That is a guy named David Gentile. Early, we've got a guy named Timothy Welke, founder and chief executive officer of something called the Oakview Group. He orchestrates a conspiracy to rig the bidding process for a University of Texas facility. And he is, again, the subject of a pardon by the Trump administration. He is basically released as well. Henry Cuellar, just yesterday, the Democrat from Texas, $600,000 in bribes. He hasn't gone to trial yet, but he gets the president's attention. Why? Because he says he's also the victim of weaponization. And the president says, yes, you have been. President says, Sleepy Joe. Even the congressman's wonderful wife, Imelda, was prosecuted for simply speaking the truth. He says, Henry, I don't know you, but you can sleep well tonight. Your nightmare is finally over. Stops the prosecution of a man allegedly involved in fraud on this nation. $600,000 worth of bribes from an Azerbaijani oil company and a Mexican bank, taken care of by this president.
That's amazing. And he's doing it because, you know, he doesn't like anything Biden did.
Right.
And he thinks he actually thinks that Biden did a little lawfare out there. Right. I mean, this is just ridiculous. The whole idea of lawfare was just stupid. And we're supposed to ignore crimes because it's against a Republican, I guess. That's the problem, right?
Exactly. Someone, again, who gets
his attention. In this case, he's a Democrat.
Right. He's a Democrat. But again, plainly, the connection there is this notion that you've been weaponized. And that is something that attracts the attention of the president. You know, speaking of things that are in his economic interest, we talked about this before, the CZ fellow who is in charge of this major cryptocurrency operation. He is also pardoned a number of weeks ago, and the White House announces that the war on crypto begun by the Biden administration is now over. He is released, he's pardoned, and we move on. Again, huge numbers of victims and supporting there a platform that permitted folks from things like ISIS and Hamas and ISIL to engage in terrorist activities supported by the platform that this fellow provided. The nature of the conduct is condemnable at the highest levels. The president forgiving all of it and turning legitimate prosecutions, convictions into freedom for all of these people. What's the future going to bring here? This is the troubling issue.
Exactly. I agree. We're talking to former U.S. Attorney Jim Santel. Jim, what about this case again where Ghislaine Maxwell is taking another chance here to see if she can get a pardon for some other reason here? What have you heard about this? What do you know?
Right. She we recall well that the Deputy Attorney General went down there to interview her. Shortly after that, she is moved to a lower security prison. And of course, she is still in prison as of today, but continues to ask this president, both directly and indirectly, for some kind of consideration, commutation, which is a reduction of sentence to time served, perhaps, or a full pardon. And again, premised upon a number of different things. She plainly still attacks her conviction, which she can do in the proper process. But this, of course, your listeners all recognize, Ghislaine Maxwell is part and parcel. She's right in the middle of the Jeffrey Epstein story. And so to the extent that we can stop people from talking about that and perhaps even silence her by giving her something that she wants, that may be in the offing. That one would also fall in the category of outrageous if that happens.
Oh, I know.
No doubt about it.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's go to the phones here and see what Jack has to say today on the John and Gordy Afternoon Show.
Go ahead, Jack.
Hey, thank you. First of all, Jim, I really miss the ability to call into your show on Saturday mornings. I didn't do it often, but it was definitely a real perk. I still listen to the podcast, but and I think you have a great perspective.
Sure.
And my question is this: it seems to me that with the Supreme Court's ruling that anything Trump does that could be construed as part of his presidential duties, if he does something unlawful as part of that, he's immune from prosecution, which means to me that somebody could, say, be in prison and, be very wealthy and offer him $1 million to give him a full pardon or how much ever, Trump wants for the price. And Trump could do it. And while it's illegal for anybody really to do that, he could get away with it. You could not be prosecuted by that Supreme Court ruling. Now, maybe I misunderstand it, but it seems to me that that's what it implies.
Jack, the hypothetical you propose, I would at one point in my life, our lives, say that's preposterous, but it no longer is. And that's the great tragedy, right? Supreme Court, as you know, July 1 of the previous year said that the president is immune from criminal prosecutions for certain kinds of acts done. You got it just right in his official capacity. You know that if there is a bribe passed here, which would be a crime under other circumstances, the argument from the president would be, hey, this is something I'm doing in my official capacity. John Roberts told me I could do it, as did a majority of the Supreme Court, and therefore I get away with it. It sounds dramatic. It sounds hyperbolic, but it's not beyond the realm of possibility. At a minimum, we know the argument would be made that everything the president touches, everything he does is official and therefore cloaked by that decision, Trump versus the United States. It's a catastrophic decision for the country. It was at the time, it still is. And Jack, the specter that you posed today is not an unreasonable one, given what has happened recently. Tell you one other thing, Jack, just so we're talking about it. I am still live on Saturday mornings, and we'll look forward to getting your calls this Saturday. I'm actually not, but usually I am taking calls, so stay with me on that Saturday mornings.
All right, Jack. All right. Now,
Jack,
we do have another call coming up, but we got to take a little break right here. Jim, thanks for doing what you do as far as interpreting the law for us, making it easier.
Stay with us. We'll take more of your calls next on John and Gordy in the afternoon.
farm news that impacts you and your community from the Midwest Farm Report throughout your day on 92.7 WMDX.
Hey, Gordy, I got to admit, these hearing aids from Madison Hearing Aid Center changed my life.
Mine too, John. I thought I needed subtitles to talk to my grandkids.
And these aren't those old giant clunkers we saw in the old days. It's got Bluetooth, it's rechargeable, the works.
Yeah, my phone connects straight to my ears. I'm basically a cyborg now.
Hey, you just figured out texting last year, too.
Yeah, baby steps. But I did call Madison Hearing Aid Center, and you should too. 608-249-4077.
608-249-4077. Tell them John and Gordy sent you.
Are you prepared, I say to my Republican friends, to sit back and allow over 20
Hey, Jim?
million Americans?
Can you real quick resend that email
to John and Gordy, both of us?
The one that you sent. For some reason, I had it. I sent it over to John, and then it disappeared or something. Something weird happened.
Yeah, I just put it in the chat.
In the chat. Okay,
yeah,
that's
just
where
in the
I saw
chat.
it.
So maybe that's where you.
That's probably where I. Never mind. We can find it in the chat.
Okay, good.
I think.
Yeah.
Can't we? We'll find out.
Right.
John says, where is it? General chat.
Their premiums double or triple. I'm Trisha Young for Wisconsin Watch. Fact briefs are bite-sized fact checks of trending claims produced by Wisconsin Watch and GigaFact. Read more at wisconsinwatch.org.
A game without a crowd is just a scrimmage. A performance without an audience is just a rehearsal. Without your presence, high school sports and the performing arts aren't possible. Ensure that these essential extracurricular activities continue to enrich the lives of students in Wisconsin. Purchase a ticket to your local high school's game or performance.
This message presented by the WIAA and the Wisconsin Athletic Directors Association.
Get your tickets now to the exclusive screening of The Godfather of Green Bay, directed by famed Nightlight host Pete Schwaba. Heard nightly 6 to 8 p.m. on WMDX. The Godfather of Green Bay is a hilariously touching story of stand-up comic Joe Keegan making a last-ditch effort to save his career in Green Bay, of all places. Celebrating its 20th anniversary, 92.7 WMDX is bringing this film back to the big screen for an exclusive showing in Madison. Join us at Atwood Music Hall on Thursday, December 4th at 7 p.m. for a special screening of the Wisconsin-based film, including an introduction and Q&A with director and lead actor Pete Schwaba. Tickets are just $10 with $1 of every ticket going to the Dane County Humane Society's Pet Food Pantry. Get to the AtwoodMusicHall.com for tickets and more information. WMDX's The Godfather of Green Bay movie screening at Atwood Music Hall is powered by Downdren's Distilling. Downdren's is a family-owned and operated destination distillery. Visit Downdren's Tasting Room in Cottage Grove.
We're coming.
Sam Dave.
Afternoons with John and Gordy.
I believe the great guitarist Steve Cropper was on that cut. Passed away yesterday.
I did not know that.
Yesterday. Yeah.
Wow.
Great guitar player. Yeah. We're back with former U.S. Attorney Jim Santel, and we've got a couple of phone calls here lined up and ready to go.
Yeah, let's take the calls first here. Carmela, what do you got for us?
Hey, Carmela.
Hi, good afternoon. It was just brought up about the presidential immunity. And last hour, John and Gordy were talking about the absurdity of Trump saying the auto pen was null and void, specifically with Biden. And that
I know.
it's just so absurd. But I'm thinking they might make a case. Would they have to go to court for this? And wouldn't Biden also fall under the presidential immunity, his act as a president?
Good question.
It's so absurd and ridiculous. But every time I think, no, nothing can come of it, then something comes of it.
Yeah.
Even if he loses, just the process of it is
Yeah.
just so ridiculous.
All right. And Carmela, once again, your adjectives are perfect, absurd, ridiculous. We can go on and on. Oh, for the days, Carmela, when we talk about boring things like jury trials and other things like that, right? And so, again, you've touched upon questions that we never had to ask before, right? And they all go back to this fundamental notion that even though these pardons, whether it's from Biden or any president, the current president, of the Constitution, once they're made, once they're accomplished, they're done. There is no challenge to them. You can't go into court and challenge them. The Supreme Court has had a couple of cases where they touch on this generally, but there's no legislative override, nothing like that. And so even this notion that the president, again, in one of his latest flights of fancy, issues them one of the executive orders and says, I hereby declare that everything that Joe Biden did is illegal, the auto pen, that sort of thing. Which
Null and void.
Null and void, right. Well, he doesn't have the authority to do that. The pardon's already in place, right? And so it's just more ridiculousness from him. But, Carmela, to your good point, will somebody run into court perhaps in some way to seek to have all of that removed and rescinded? Maybe so. We go down that road. Federal district court judges have to take their time and attention and say, no, the actions of any president, as offensive as they may be when it comes to pardons, or as right as they may be in terms of pardons, however you characterize them, they're done. And you don't have a judicial review notion. This auto pen issue, again, I find completely distracting and not especially substantive. But again, Carmela, just like with Jack, you raise good issues in a time when everything is turned upside down, right? And we would previously call all this just absolutely ridiculous. Now we say, well, we may see it have some legs. And that's the challenge of this time.
Well, it creates a lot of uncertainty for the people who got those commutations and pardons.
Right.
So, I mean, it just makes people nervous. And why do this? Why make people feel horrible about their lives?
Right.
My God.
Well, Carmela, thank you for that call. Let's go to Kurt in Madison. We've got a couple of minutes here. Kurt, go ahead with your question for Jim.
All right. Let's add to the insanity. Let's say a Democrat gets elected for president next, and there's an investigation, and the investigation shows that basically, for lack of words, Trump's was clearly out of mental stability, insane, nuts, wacko.
Yep.
Could then they turn around and revoke all those pardons?
Right. Competence, right? It's your basic issue. Once again, Jack, you've identified yet another previously ridiculous scenario that now has some footing to it, right? The issue would be, in what forum is that litigated? Once again, a pardon is issued by the current president, and a future president says, no, it looks to me as if he was incompetent. Here was you saying, you go into a court, a federal judge is going to say, but the pardons were issued and they have the signature of the president on them. They're not attackable. We can't turn those back. It is arguably the one thing in our Constitution where there's no check, there's no balance. And that is why initially the theory behind this was mercy, right? Forgiveness of the founding fathers said we should have one person, not the king, but someone who is able to do this in a sense of giving some relief to someone in their life in a good human nature kind of a way, almost a non-political issue. And unfortunately, it has been used now in this very political way to accomplish these horrific results. And I would offer to you that's almost the death of the pardon process because of its abuse by this president, arguably by other presidents as well, but certainly this one. And the ferocity of them recently is really troubling, Jack. Yep.
Well,
actually, that was Kurt from Madison.
I'm sorry, Kurt. Yes.
That's fine. Thank you, Kurt, for that call.
Yeah.
Just about a minute or so left here.
Jim,
you want to mention anything that you've got on this weekend show?
What do you got coming up, Jim?
Yes, we are talking about the pardons again. We're going to talk a little bit about the Supreme Court. They're back in business doing oral arguments on some fairly interesting cases. And then we're going to break apart a little bit of the underlying premises, not jump right into the middle of the political morass having to do with these both destructions on high seas, but talk about how this should have been handled and talk about some basic things related to domestic law enforcement by our Coast Guard, our Navy, a variety of underlying civics and constitutional legal law enforcement things.
And that's on Amicus, a law review, every Saturday from 9 to 11.
9 to 11.
Right,
Yep.
on the Civic Media Network. Jim, always a pleasure to talk to you. We'll talk to you next week.
Good to see you, gentlemen. Take care, everybody.
All right. See you later,
good.
Jim.
Okay, coming up in our next hour, Rocker's going to be in the studio with a Max Inc. preview, some local and regional Wisconsin music. We'll be talking about that. A whole lot ahead here on John and Gordy in the afternoon.
This is 92.7 WMDX Columbus, Madison.
Thanks, Jim.
All right, Jim.
Thank you very much. Nice to be with you.
Yeah,
Take
always
care.
fun.
All right. See you later.
See you later. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye now.
The FBI identified the suspect arrested in connection with the 2021 pipe bomb incidents at the DNC and RNC headquarters in Washington, D.C. as Brian Cole Jr. of Virginia. Attorney General Pam Bondi at a briefing says federal and local law enforcement work to review case files and surveillance video.
There was no new tip. There was no new witness. Just good, diligent police work and prosecutorial work.
The suspect awaits former arraignment. President Trump hosted the leaders of Rwanda and Congo for a ceremony today to mark a peace agreement between the countries. The U.S. brokered that deal in June. Some experts say the deal is shaky and may not bring lasting peace. Israeli and Thai officials say remains that militants in Gaza handed to Israel were those of a Thai ag worker who was killed in the October 7th attacks. One other deceased Israeli hostage still needs to be returned. It's the final step in the first phase of the ceasefire deal. This is ABC News.
Local news, real voices, and conversations that count. That's Madison. And that's 92.7 WMDX.
For 92.7 WMDX News, I'm Savannah Tomei Olson. The Trump administration is threatening some of Wisconsin's SNAP funding. Nearly 700,000 people benefit from the program called Food Share here and had their benefits delayed during the shutdown last month. The administration has been asking states to send information, including the names and immigration status of SNAP recipients. If they don't, they could lose SNAP money. USDA Secretary Brooke Rollins says they're trying to find fraud in the program. WISN reports people's benefits would be safe. The USDA would continue to send that money, but not the funding it takes to actually run the program. Now, Wisconsin Attorney General Josh Kaul has joined a lawsuit against the Trump administration over this issue, and a judge issued an injunction which bars the USDA from withholding this money if they don't get that information they want. But still, the USDA plans to do just that starting as early as next week. And survivors of domestic violence, sexual assault, and human trafficking often get services from the government. Housing benefits to help get them out of an abuser's home, child support to help care for their kids, and legal representation as they navigate the court system. The Trump administration wanted victims to prove they're U.S. citizens before receiving any help. Josh Kaul again has joined a lawsuit to fight that, and as Lisa Hale reports, it's successful.
Wisconsin Attorney General Josh Kaul has announced that the U.S. Department of Justice will not apply new restrictions to Victims of Crime Act and Violence Against Women Act funding after Wisconsin joined a multi-state lawsuit to block the change. The new restrictions would have required survivors of domestic violence and other crimes to prove their immigration status to qualify for the funding. The lawsuit argued that the funding appropriated by Congress for the programs was deliberately designed to reach every eligible survivor, regardless of immigration status.
That's Lisa Hale. I'm Savannah Tomei Olson, 92.7 WMDX News.
The Packers get ready for the Bears. Hi, I'm Mike Clemens with Sports NFL. The Packers and Bears kick off Sunday at 3:25. Wide receiver Jaden Reed improving each day at practice after missing most of the season with a broken collarbone.
He's looked good, man. He's looked, obviously, like we said, he's been putting in work on the side to be able to get back, and having him back out there at practice has been it's been nice.
That's quarterback Jordan Love, named NFC Offensive Player of the Week, NBA. The Bucks beat the Pistons 113-109, and they did it without Giannis. Giannis, who went down just 3 minutes into the game, and to the hospital for an MRI, a strained right calf muscle. ESPN reporting sources tell them Giannis and his agent have approached the team about the possibility of a trade. Doc Rivers.
I go to the source. I talk to the source every single day. And he loves Milwaukee and he loves the Bucks.
College hoops. Badgers kick off their Big Ten schedule with a win over Northwestern, 85-73. With sports, I'm Mike Clemens.
Parallel parking in Madison? Impossible. Finding real conversation on the radio? Probable. With 92.7 WMDX.
I'm meteorologist Mace Michaels. A cloudy sky tonight with temps rising into the teens. Flurries and a few snow showers tomorrow. Some patchy freezing drizzle possible. Warming up to a high in the mid-20s. Colder temps return for the weekend with another chance of snow later Saturday. Currently, we're at 15.
Where working people come to talk. It's the Rick Smith Show, weeknights at 9 on the Civic Media Radio Network. Join me for an honest approach to the issues American working families care about. No talking points, no focus groups. Get ready for a heavy dose of democracy, fairness, grit, and no apologies. It's current affairs from a working class labor perspective. Facts are center, science is real, and everyone gets a seat at the table. The Rick Smith Show, weeknights at 9 on the Civic Media Radio Network.
Pete Schwaba, Madison-based film critic and the CityCast Madison newsletter editor, Rob Thomas. Christmas to me is like the least sexy holiday. Like there's Halloween, kind of a sexy holiday, maybe Valentine's Day, sweetest day, but like, I don't know, Christmas, like even Arbor Day is sexier than Christmas, I think.
Interesting.
I
don't remind me not to spend Arbor Day with you.
I get a little frisky, Rob.
Nightlight with Pete Schwaba, weeknights from 5 to 8 p.m. on the Civic Media. Broadcasting from Wisconsin, roasting everything within state lines. It's John and Gordy.
It's John and Gordy in the afternoon. Aaron Summers is at Tower of Power. Sure is. Oh, love it. Greatest horn section. San Francisco. Those guys are great stuff. Amazing. Yeah, Rocker is in the studio. We're going to do a Max Inc. preview. Oh, we are. Local and regional and great Wisconsin music. Find out what's happening in the music scene.
About a half hour from now.
Yep. And phone lines are back open again. If you want to jump in, now's the time. 855-752-4842.
I want to play something that we're going to play more of this individual. He's the dark left, or at least he represents the dark left. We're all the dark left if we're speaking out.
Does he reveal his actual name?
No, he does not.
He's kind of mystery.
Yeah, he's a mystery man, that's for sure. But he actually put out this particular episode I'm going to play for you, describing what the dark left is. So let's listen to it.
Okay, so let me address this. People asking who is or what is the dark left? What do you stand for? Well, we're the you side of the left. The gloves are off left. We were born as the pushback, the middle finger to the red hats, the response to everything that MAGA represents. We've all watched this insanity happening in this country, and we got tired of waiting for someone else to flat out say what needs to be said. So we'll do it. We're not here to debate or to respond with hugs when they throw haymakers. We are here to make it clear that there's a line and they have continually crossed it. We're not worshiping politicians like cult leaders, and we're not pretending this is a disagreement between equals. This isn't just about policy differences. We are the clear response to the conservatives and their constant lies and unfettered bull. It's reality versus delusion. And we choose reality. We are everyone and everywhere. We are the people you pass every day and didn't know we were on your side. And if you're hearing this and not in your head, well, you're one of us too. We don't want to fight, but we sure aren't backing down from one. And if they throw a punch below the belt, then we'll take them out at the knees. We are not extremist. We're just honest. We're not radical. We're just done being quiet. And we're not going anywhere. We'll still be here long after the fascists have pulled down their last MAGA flag. I am. We are. This is the dark left. And we are just getting started.
There you go.
Wow.
Pretty good stuff, huh?
That's a good explanation. Yes.
Yeah, we got a lot of opinions from the dark left to get to, so we'll play that tomorrow morning here in Madison, and play some more cuts tomorrow as well.
Yes, tomorrow afternoon.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Those tariffs. They're not doing what Trump said they would do. Okay. Trump said from 1789 to 1913, we were a tariff-backed nation, and the United States was proportionately the wealthiest it has ever been.
Okay.
Now, of course, that statement is completely and patently false.
His historical facts are sometimes a little inaccurate.
Yes.
They're a little off base.
That's it. Yeah. The new tariffs are projected to bring in only about $210 billion in 2026. That's not a lot of money to pay for those tax cuts. And remember, it's an actual consumer tax on Americans.
Right.
So we're paying that. We can't lose sight of that. All right. It's not enough to cover the $2,000 dividend check as well. I mean, if you're only getting $210 billion and you're going to give everybody in the country, almost everybody, not the wealthy, a $2,000 check, a dividend check it doesn't work out.
It doesn't add
up. The
up.
math doesn't add up.
No, it doesn't.
No.
Are they still going to do that, though? The $2,000 check? Is that still a thing?
If they put that out, it would cost $600 billion, which is not, it's not $210 billion.
It seems like that's not going to make it.
The math is not going to work out on that one. The recent study from the Federal Reserve Bank of San Francisco examined 150 years worth of data and arrived at this conclusion.
Okay.
Tariffs will lead to higher unemployment and slower economic growth due to economic uncertainty. And there you go.
Did Lutnick have anything to do with this plan? Is his fingerprints on this? Lutnick!
Howard Lutnick!
Get in here!
My former boss at the Census Bureau. Oh, God.
You've worked with some great people.
Yeah, well, thank you. In other words, I've actually worked for the Trump administration, if you can imagine.
Well, yeah, but you got out of it. You're here. You're here now.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Yeah, that's
you don't do that anymore.
See, I'm just waiting because we're getting rid of all of these immigrants in this country. We're blocking immigrants from coming into the country.
Sure.
The immigrants are the ones, and we heard this with Savannah Tomei Olson. She reported on this, and it's something that a lot of people don't discuss very often, and that is that these individuals, these immigrants in our country, pay taxes.
Yes.
They pay into Social Security.
Right.
They pay into Medicare.
Do they get those benefits?
They don't get those benefits. So...
Yeah,
it supports those two programs, and they don't get the benefits.
Yeah.
Now we're getting rid of them. They're not paying into it anymore. What happens to Social Security and Medicare?
Right.
Well, you take a wild guess.
Yes.
See, all of this stuff has amazing repercussions in the future.
Right.
And we're not seeing it right away, obviously, but it's going to happen. And we're going to find out what happens too when you cut the government in half.
Yes.
And you get rid of everybody who's taking care of the paperwork and the
federal
stuff that you
workers,
send in. Yes.
Civil worker. Yes. They're all gone. They hired a few of them back, but a lot of them they didn't.
Now, last hour we were talking to Jim Santel, and he was talking about the drug trafficker. Former Honduran President Juan Hernandez.
Yes. Right.
Well, let's take a look at that situation from the Daily Show's perspective.
Okay.
All right. This is cut 30. Okay.
In the middle of an active war against drug traffickers, Donald Trump has pardoned a man who smuggled in enough cocaine to give every American resting Cash Patel face. It's confusing to say the least, but if I know Donald Trump, he'll have a very coherent and well thought out explanation for this pardon.
You've made so clear how you want to keep drugs out of the U.S. Right. Can you explain more about why you would pardon a notorious drug trafficker?
Well, I don't know who you're talking about.
You know you've been pardoning too many people when you're like, I'm sorry, which notorious drug lord are we talking about? At least give me the first letter or we'll be here all night. It's wild how Trump always talks to the media like he's in court. He's like, I don't know who you're talking about. I wasn't there. I'm not even here. But after they reminded Trump who this guy was, he did have some semblance of an explanation.
Well, you take a look. I mean, they could say that you take any country you want. If somebody sells drugs in that country, that doesn't mean you arrest the president and put him in jail for the rest of his life. And that includes this country, okay? To be honest, I mean, if somebody does something wrong, do you put the president of the country in jail?
Well, maybe, hey, that's an idea. Let's do that. Yeah.
Clearly, Trump is worried about a slippery slope here. It's like that classic poem. First, they came for the wildly corrupt presidents, and I said nothing because that would be admissible in court. But I'll be honest, I don't think Trump pardoned another president so that he could get pardoned later. That's just too smart for Trump. It's like seeing a monkey draw a cube. There's no way he knew that's what he was drawing. There had to be another, dumber reason why Trump pardoned Hernandez.
The ex-president of Honduras wrote a letter to President Trump back in October, calling Trump Your Excellency and praising Trump's resilience in what he called the face of political persecution, writing in part, just as you, President Trump, I have suffered political persecution targeted by the Biden-Harris administration.
It was that easy? All you have to do is write Trump a letter saying that Biden framed you for something you definitely did, had a trial for, and were convicted of. You are the most did it. Because if it really is that easy, you know what this means.
Yeah.
I don't think Diddy can read or write.
Yeah. All he had to do was compliment Trump and he'd be off.
Yeah,
right?
Apparently.
So good stuff, right?
Yeah, from The Daily Show.
Oh, in fact,
good.
It seems like he did more research than half of the news people.
Yeah, no doubt about it.
Oh, man.
Phones are open, 855-752-4842. That's 855-75-CIVIC.
Larry out in Deerfield posted this with us, and this is interesting. He actually sent a picture along, was posted by the State Department with this caption. This morning, the State Department renamed the former Institute of Peace to reflect the greatest deal maker in our nation's history.
What did they rename it?
They call it the Donald J. Trump Institute of Peace now.
Donald J. Trump Institute of Peace.
Yes. Yes.
They get new signs put up and everything.
What is it, like a building he's not allowed into?
That's a good one, Aaron.
Yeah.
Oh. Oh, man.
That is amazing, isn't it? Just, what the heck is happening, right? And I guess, a whole bunch of lawmakers apparently were showing the full video of the September 2nd boat strikes.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Yeah, behind closed doors.
That's right. And one of the lawmakers says, what I saw in that room was one of the most troubling things I've seen in my time in public service. You have two individuals in clear distress without any means of locomotion and a destroyed vessel were killed by the United States. So that it's amazing. I don't know how stuff like this can just pass muster.
Well,
you'd think that maybe, some of the Republican legislators that watch this might have some problems with it.
Now that they've seen the video, maybe they will change their mind and do something about it.
That's right.
Yeah. Clearly a war crime.
Well, you would think it would be, right?
But,
but we've prosecuted him before. We just can't keep going back to that same well and, impeach him or supposedly at least threaten impeachment. But I don't know.
All right. Rocker is in the studio and getting all warmed up.
He's got a big stack of records.
I know. He's got a lot of vinyl.
We don't have any turntables
Where
in here.
Where did we put those turntables? Are they in storage or? Oh, okay. We'll work out something. Okay.
All right. I think there's another thing here. Trump administration has removed a report on missing and murdered Native Americans, calling it DEI content.
Really?
And I wouldn't be surprised because they're using DEI for everything, to ban everything, to wipe history clean of things that are inconvenient to the Republican Party at this point in time. Let's go to the phones real quick with Matt. Matt, we only have about a minute here. What do you got?
Hey guys, just wanted to say, once you begin to make excuses for a 34-time convicted felon, a rapist, an abuser, someone who's been spreading violence since the beginning when he first got into politics, you open the door for murder. And that's what they're going to excuse next. They're going to blame it on Biden or some other ridiculous reason for their lawlessness.
Yeah.
And that's it. Thanks.
All right.
Well,
thanks, Matt.
Unfortunately, that's probably the truth. Yeah,
Well, I believe that to be true.
Yeah. Okay.
We've got another story about. Well, we'll get to that.
We'll get to here in a moment. Yeah, we'll take a little brief break here, and we'll be back with more of your calls to 855-752-4842. Coming right back with John and Gordy.
This is what you'll get. This is what you'll get. This is what you'll get when you mess with love.
92.7 WMDX Smart Talk without the suit and tie.
The holidays are here, and it's time to pick a present from Civic Media's grown-up gift list with this local station. Listen while you work for the keywords to text for your chance to win $200 cash and be entered to win one of our grand prizes, a snowblower, stainless steel cookware set, or a portable air conditioner. Just download the free Civic Media app and listen weekdays at 7, 9, 11, 1, 3, 5, and 7 for your chance to win in our multi-state contest.
Hey, hon, have you been to Sugar River Pizza in Sun Prairie yet?
Oh, yeah, it's amazing. Yeah, I know. I love the pizza.
Pizza is ridiculous. That crust.
Right, and they have
48 beers on tap and a great selection of wines.
And the atmosphere.
Not only is the restaurant gorgeous,
that room with the giant
windows that open,
Yeah.
and they won a Best of Madison Gold Award this year.
I love Sugar River
Pizza on Cabela Drive in Sun Prairie.
You took the words right out of my
mouth.
Yep. SugarRiverPizza.com.
Oh, so you have heard of it.
Happy holidays, happy holidays, happy holidays.
Hi, Judy Summers again. Looking for that perfect treat? Check our website at summerschristmastreefarm.com. Happy holidays from the Summers family.
What is a commercial? It's a message delivered to the people, in this instance through your radio speakers into your ears. Why, it's like a movie for your brain. This radio commercial is directed to the business community. If you want to reach more customers, you should be using WMDX Radio. It's that simple. Just email sales@WMDXradio.com and let our crack sales team show you how to make your business grow with the #1 medium known to humankind, the radio commercial on WMDX. Long may you wave.
Now there's a new way to take charge of your blood sugar. Introducing New Garlic Healthy Blood Sugar Formula from the makers of the nation's best-selling garlic supplement. New Garlic helps maintain healthy blood sugar levels with clinically supported levels of garlic, plus a custom blend of vitamins and minerals, and it's odor-free. Take charge of your blood sugar with New Garlic Healthy Blood Sugar Formula.
And tonight is the night for the Godfather of Green Bay, happening at the Atwood Music Hall. If you're in the Madison area, there's still some tickets available. The show starts, the screening starts at 7 o'clock, but doors open at 6. So get there early.
Go
Quick
ahead. Shout
Aaron.
out to one of our listeners, Fred in Cottage Grove, who had won a pair of tickets but can't make it because he got injured the other day. But he said he's going to throw $20 towards the Dane County Humane Society and drop off a food donation. So
Well,
thank you, Fred.
Fred,
Very appreciated.
Sorry to hear about your situation.
Yeah. Anyway, again, yes, Atwood Music Hall, and tonight is the night.
But just think how many people could be there if we had high-speed rail in the state, huh?
Well, there you yes. Right?
Take the train down real quick.
Wouldn't
Go
that
back
be
real
fun?
quick. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, Scott Walker, for killing that one.
Of course, Pete Schwaba will be there, the star of the movie. He wrote it, he directed it, and he'll be taking some questions during the presentation of The Godfather of Green Bay tonight at Atwood Music Hall here in Madison. Okay.
That's right.
All right.
Oh,
what do we got here?
Well,
A couple of minutes?
We got a lot of stuff here.
And Rocker will be here shortly as well with the Max Inc. preview.
I don't know if we covered this story. We do so many shows that I'm confused now.
I think I'm not sure we had this one.
Let's get to this one then.
Okay.
A tech giant has filed a lawsuit asking federal courts to create a new First Amendment right for artificial intelligence systems to help landlords raise rent prices.
Oh, because that's what we need.
Yes.
Higher prices for rent.
The question is, what stage of capitalism is this?
Yeah.
Also, how is that? Like, the First Amendment's free speech, right?
Yeah.
So
how does that?
I don't understand how that connects.
Good question, Aaron.
Well, it
We're
might
all
be thrown
scratching
out.
our head.
Might be thrown out of court. Here's a story. An investigative piece in ProPublica looked at RealPage Corporation for using algorithms to help giant landlords collude. And in some cities, rent went up 18% in the spring of 2022, also making it difficult for landlord employees to lower rents or give concessions. Sometimes, you 2 months rent free if you rent now.
Sure, a deal.
Sure.
Yeah.
Under Biden, the Department of Justice Antitrust Division in 9 states filed a monopolization and price-fixing lawsuit.
Good.
If the conspiracy were broken up, the normal supply and demand dynamics would start to resume and landlords would compete for renters again.
Mm-hmm.
Trump's Antitrust Division chief, Gail Slater, announced that the Antitrust Division was settling the lawsuit with RealPage, claiming the big win for renters and families was here for them. Let's listen to that video.
Okay.
Cut 185. Do you have that?
All right.
Should have warned him, though.
Just a
This is like
moment, I
last
should.
month, right?
Yes, I do have it.
All right. Let's play it.
Here we go.
Hello, everyone. Today, we are proud to announce a big step in keeping our rental housing markets fair and competitive. This Department of Justice has taken a major step in lowering the cost of rent in a settlement with RealPage. Our settlement, combined with prior settlements with some landlords, is as good as any relief we would get from a court order after a lengthy and expensive trial. And importantly, it brings that relief to American consumers now, not 3 years from now. RealPage is an algorithmic pricing system that many large landlords use to coordinate rental prices instead of competing for tenants. Landlords fed their confidential data into a shared algorithm that generated daily rent recommendations. RealPage was replacing competition with coordination, and renters paid the price. We reached a settlement that stops RealPage from coordinating pricing with its customers. Under the settlement, the company must stop using competitors' landlords' secret data to set rents in real time, and its software can no longer generate hyper-localized pricing that pushes rents up block by block. And RealPage must eliminate features that discourage landlords from lowering prices or that nudged competitors toward the same rent levels. What does this mean for you and your family? It means more real competition in local housing markets. It means rents set by the market, not by a secret algorithm. It is a win for renters, and it means more affordable options for Americans trying to make ends meet. The cost of living is top of mind as we continue to do our important work at the Trump Antitrust Division. Thank you for your attention to this matter, and Thanksgiving wishes to you all, even the haters.
Oh, what a wonderful message.
Heartwarming, wasn't it? Even the haters.
Even the haters get
wow.
a nice
well,
happy
thanks for
Thanksgiving.
doing that for us.
Yeah.
Understand, I think, I
Appreciate
believe their RealPage is suing again.
Okay.
to try to get this overturned.
That is unbelievable.
Yeah. But you would think that would be the final word, right? The Antitrust Division chief saying, hey, this is it. You're not going to be able to do it. It's anti-competitive and don't anybody else try this. at home.
Mhm.
Okay.
All right.
Well, anyway, I mean, it's hard to believe that they're actually working for a consumer in any way, shape, or form, right?
Doesn't appear to be the case.
Yeah, it doesn't happen very often anyway.
Okay.
Oh, boy. Hey, we're going to be doing the morning show tomorrow.
That's right.
And we're going to be at Schwaba's big 20th anniversary.
Yeah, the
of
movie
show.
party tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Godfather of Green Bay.
At Wood Music Hall.
And then we'll be back again tomorrow afternoon as well.
Yes. Yes. We might as well just set up a cot here, a couple of cots, and
sleep
over.
Somebody took away the portable shower. So
yeah, that was set up. What was the problem with that?
Well, it didn't have a curtain, so it was.
We had just ordered curtains, and now they're showing up because a bunch of people gifted them. And
wonderful. Okay.
Yeah, well, it's too late now.
All right, coming up right around the corner, Rockers in the studio with the MaxSync preview. Lots of great music, and he'll let you know who's playing where and what they're doing. And it's all coming up on John and Gordy this afternoon.
WMDX, fueled by coffee, driven by curiosity. Our lakes are gorgeous. Just don't swim in them. 92.7 WMDX, keeping Madison honest, one broadcast at a time.
For 92.7 WMDX News, I'm Savannah Tomei Olson. It's the coldest weather we've had so far this season. Wind chills at about -20 early this morning. Forecast showed our highs in the teens today, and some sunshine could help. That's below average for this time of year, and that trend will continue, but we'll already be back to highs in the 20s tomorrow. It's getting more expensive to heat your home, although not as expensive as MG&E wanted. The Public Service Commission has approved rate hikes for Madison Gas and Electric customers, according to WisPolitics. They'll be fully implemented in 2027. The average electricity customer will pay $5.44 more per month, and people who use natural gas will pay on average $3.43 more. Overall, that will increase revenue for MG&E by more than $31 million, although the utility proposed rate hikes that would have brought them $27 million more than that. This all follows national trends. According to the Bureau of Labor Statistics, energy prices have jumped by 40% in just the last 5 years. In Wisconsin, residential energy customers are paying about 30% more than they did in 2020. Meanwhile, gas prices are dropping. Here's Isabella Nieto.
Average gas prices fell 8.8 cents per gallon over the past week. The average across the state is $2.64 as of Monday. This is almost 11 cents per gallon lower than a month ago and 12.5 cents lower than this time last year. Officials at Gas Buddy say downward pressure on gas prices should continue in the weeks ahead. Refinery maintenance is nearing completion, and OPEC is increasing oil production in December. A few dozen gas stations across the country are already offering gas under $2 per gallon, and officials say that number could grow as the holiday season continues.
That's Isabella Nieto. I'm Savannah Tomei Olson, 92.7 WMDX News.
On your entertainment beat, I'm Pete Schwaba. Holiday movie season is ramping up as Christmas approaches, and there are a few films opening this weekend in wide release. If you're a fan of Quentin Tarantino, both Kill Bill films, also known as Kill Bill: The Whole Bloody Affair when they are shown together, is available on the big screen this weekend. Thriller horror flick Five Nights at Freddy's 2 opens this weekend and is set 1 year after a supernatural nightmare at a haunted pizza parlor in the original. IFC Films' 100 Nights of Hero is set in a mythical kingdom where a woman's loyalty is tested by her husband during his 100-night absence. The fantasy romance is pulling really good critics numbers on Rotten Tomatoes with 89% fresh. If you feel like staying in and not fighting the cold this weekend, you might want to check out Netflix's Train Dreams, which had a 95% fresh rating on Rotten Tomatoes and tells the story of an orphan who helps build the railroads in the Pacific Northwest. Let's go to the movies.
For more showbiz fun, tune into Nightlight with Pete Schwaba, weeknights from 5 to 8 p.m. on the Civic Media Radio Network.
Your neighbors are talking. Leaders are deciding. Madison's story unfolds daily on 92.7 WMDX.
I'm meteorologist Brandon Borbens. Partly cloudy skies expected tonight, lows near 4 above.
Wind chill values, however, as low as 10 below. On Friday, mostly cloudy skies, not as cold. A little bit of light snow possible in the afternoon. High temperatures in the mid-20s. Right now, it's 15 degrees.
When it comes to vaping, the truth can get clouded. So let's make it clear. Vaping is not safe for youth.
Because vaping can put microscopic particles into your lungs.
And dangerous things like metals into your body.
And nicotine, which can harm a person's brain development through their mid-20s.
With appealing flavors, high nicotine levels, and lots of promotion on social media.
Many kids think vaping is harmless, but it's not.
So talk to your kids about the risks of vaping.
Because when you talk, they hear you.
Learn more at underagedrinking.samhsa.gov.
This is Robert Pilot, host of Native Roots Radio. On our show, we talk about Native issues like treaties, protecting Mother Earth, and holding our elected officials accountable. You'll also hear from Turtle Island voices like Arvina Martin, State Representative Heather Keeler, Ruth Anna Buffalo, Dr. Anthony Stately, State Senator Mary Kunish, Robert Lilligren, and Bob Blake. Native issues are human issues, and human issues are Native issues.
Native Roots Radio, weeknights at 8 on your local.
Let me tell you about a rockin' man. He's got a real heavy rockin' band. He really knows about the music scene. He can rock it if you know what I mean. They call him the rocker. Yeah, yeah, he rocks it on the radio. His name is Rocker. If he likes it, he will tell you so. He rocks it with all of his might. Mexican radio is out of sight. He's got the tunes that make you feel alright. He's rocking every Saturday night. He is the rocker. Rocking every Saturday night.
He is the
We
rocker.
love the rocker.
Do we have any time now to
We got
play
plenty
any
of time.
music? Or?
He is the rocker. He's got the show every Saturday night, Max Inc. And but we've got him here on a Thursday afternoon.
That's right. We want to hear some local and Wisconsin bands, music, the best.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, I'll tell you that song is going to make me famous. You guys play it each week. People know this by heart pretty soon.
I know. It's great.
Oh, thank you guys. Thanks for having me again.
Always good to
Max
see you.
Inc. Radio, unplugged from politics every Saturday night from 6 to 9 p.m. There are many ways to listen right here in Madison, WMDX 92.7 FM, or stream at civicmedia.us/Max Inc. Radio and catch our podcasts, interviews, and performances on Spotify and Apple Music. Just search Max Inc. Radio. This week, we have Gamma Ray Bar in Madison here. Owner Kevin Wilmot.
Oh.
He's going to be in here telling us about some shows coming up and talk about the AED machine that they got in there. And they're one of the first bars that we've worked on that have brought in an AED machine into a live local music venue.
What is that?
A portable defibrillator.
And
so for when you're getting CPR, if you go down with a sudden cardiac arrest,
yeah,
and
there you go.
Know they need to bring you back to life. CPR,
do we know anybody
then
that
AED,
happened to at the Gamma Ray Bar?
That never happened
Seems
before.
like somebody.
We know two.
That's right. You were one of them.
I was one of them.
And
by the way, that the anniversary of that is December 26th coming up, and we're going to actually have a show and an awareness show for AED and CPR training.
Yeah. For those people that may not know, and maybe they're just tuning in for the first time here.
Oh, here we go.
It happened to you.
That's right.
While you were performing on stage with your band,
That's
Iron
right.
Plow.
Yes.
And now you just mentioned it happened to somebody else there.
It did. Rob Dees. He's
Yes.
a local hip hop artist and rapper. Just a few weeks ago, finished his set and collapsed on stage and CPR and over to UW Health. And thank goodness he's recovering right now.
Okay.
So that's a really good thing. And they, we talk a lot about the chain of survival. So those will be things we'll be raising awareness for on December 26th at the Gamma Ray Bar.
Okay.
And we'll be talking about it with Kevin Wilmot this Saturday night. And then Joey's Song founder, Michael Gomel, he's going to be in here talking about all the stars that are going to be coming up and the Winter Freeze Fest that's going to be happening here in Madison. Joey's Song is a fundraiser for Joey.
Okay.
And you'll hear all about it. And live from the Mad City with No Limit. They are actually a high school band.
Yeah.
They've won awards in Rock Gonson and different contests, and they're going to be performing live, the whole band, right in the studio.
Excellent.
Saturday night, 8 p.m.
Very good.
And actually, talk about No Limit. They are a melodic Midwestern alt rock. No Limit was formed when young Madison area was musicians and Monona Grove High School musicians with Columbus High School musicians. They met and came together at Madison Music Foundry, which is like a rehearsal facility, but they also have kind of like group classes.
Right.
And so once they all graduated from that, they kept the band going. And now they've won some awards. It's a 4-piece. They're really kind of fun. And we have a brand new song from them, and we're going to play it right now. This is self-produced, and this song is called Hope. It was released on Black Friday. This is No Limit.
Without my lungs to catch your breath, pull my hair to keep from death. Talk some more, say no less. Fill the void, may I confess. Take your time, do your worst. All the kids tend to disperse. I miss the time when there's no remorse. I miss the time when there's nothing worse. To me, give me everything, so there's no for you. Plant the seed.
No Limit. Like that.
No Limit. They
Like
will
it,
be
yeah.
on the show this Saturday night, 8 p.m. live, the whole band. And it's going to be really fun. And I think it's great to help celebrate the next generation
Right.
of musicians who are playing live music.
Yeah. Good for them.
Let's move on to Joey B's Holiday Spectacular Extravaganza. That's happening at the High Noon Saloon in Madison on December 5th. Joey B, he will be hosting and performing with 4 bands that he's currently in. And if you don't know Joey B. Banks, he is an extraordinary drummer who plays with Steely Dan among about 10 other bands. And he's Clyde Stubblefield acolyte and very good friend. And he's probably the one person who plays exactly like Clyde Stubblefield. Who
And
was
besides all that, he's a super nice guy.
nice guy.
Super
nice guy. And one of Madison's oldest and legendary bands, Honor Among Thieves, he'll be playing with them. Joey plays drums, and he plays in a band called Play Machine. They're an art pop EDM duo with producer of Clutch Studios, Brian Liston. And then, of course, the Funky JBs. They perform funk, soul, and R&B tunes, and Clyde Stubblefield's favorite songs and James Brown songs. And finally, Latin funk supergroup Automatic Lover. He plays Latin funk with those guys. So all 4 of his bands will be playing right at this night. It's an extravaganza.
He's going to be worn out at the end of the night.
I know.
Man.
How could you play all 4 sets? And those aren't easy bands to play with.
No.
It's not easy music. So tip the hat to him. Right now, a song that I know that the Funky JBs will be playing. This is Clyde Stubblefield. The Party's in the Kitchen.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
Parties in the kitchen.
Parties in the kitchen.
Yeah,
and,
man.
really, it's a true story, right? If you're at Clyde's, the party was always in the kitchen. And if you listen to the whole song, they'll say, what you going to do when the beer runs out? I'm going to go get some more.
Yep.
Parties in the kitchen, Clyde Stubblefield. It'll be a great time listening to the Funky JBs with Joey B's Holiday Spectacular Extravaganza at the High Noon Saloon in Madison on December 5th.
So, Rocker, I know you've been drumming for how long? I mean,
like 30 years or so.
Man. And Clyde was just so special. We've talked about this before.
Oh,
the
yeah.
funky drummer and everything. Can you
Yes,
explain to lay folks about playing in the pocket? Drummers are always talking about being in the pocket, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Is there a way to explain it, or just what that feels like, or what that is when they're playing in the pocket?
I think, the pockets, the 2 and the 4, doom ba, doom doom ba, kind of, you're hitting that snare. And when the bass drum and the snare are going kind of back and forth like that in syncopation, that's causing think of your hair. Think if you had long hair, right?
Yeah.
And you're keeping a beat to music, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Right.
That pocket is going to keep your head going at the right time, right? When you're going back and forth.
It's a feeling.
1, 2, 3, 4. So it's kind of like how you kind of groove. And remember that a drummer tells you when to dance, but the bass player tells you how to dance.
Words to live by.
Wow.
I got to write that down.
Yeah.
Oh, boy. Okay. That's very profound. Okay. Well,
I'm going to have to agree with that. Yeah.
Okay. Aaron's on board. Okay.
Yep. Bass player is the one where that tells you how to shake your butt.
Mm-hmm.
There's brand spanking newbies. This is pretty crazy. The 4th brand spanking newbie night is tonight, December 4th at the Crucible here in Madison. A full cast of brand new performers trying out burlesque for either the first time or with only a couple of performances under their belt, right? It's tonight, 7 p.m. show, 6:30 doors. It's a quarterly show, and the next one is next quarter. So if you want to see this burlesque or try it out, you yourself can go down there and sign up for burlesque. So if you want to try it out, Crucible tonight.
Okay.
Madison Symphony Christmas, that's coming up at the Overture Center in Madison, Sunday, December 7th at 2:30. And after the concert with the symphony, there's a post-concert event called Out at the Symphony in the Overture Center's Promenade Lounge. And it has a hot cocoa bar, yummy food, and you can participate in the Ugly Christmas Sweater Runway Competition for the chance to win prizes. Special guests include drag queen Kendra Banks, who will MC the sweater runway competition, and entertainer Taylor Ashton, who will be Santa for the evening.
Okay.
And they'll also be performing. So for more, go to madisonsymphony.org and search Out at the Symphony.
That's this Sunday.
Coming up. It's going to be fun.
Right across the street from us here. Okay.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
All right. You have time for something else here?
One more.
Yeah.
Gin Mill Hollow. I have some brand new music from them. Gin Mill Hollow, they're a high-energy Americana jam band from Madison, known for their unique blend of bluegrass, folk, jazz, blues, and rock. Quartet is celebrated for performances that often sound more like a rock show than a traditional string band act.
Will this have a banjo in it?
I think he plays mandolin. I know there's a mandolin in this.
Yeah, that's right.
You like mandolin,
close,
too.
right?
I love mandolin.
Gin Mill Hollow released their 3rd studio album, A Fool's Dream, Friday, January 20th in next year at the Burr Oak Lounge in Madison. So that'll be the release party. You hear this first right here on the John and Gordy show in the afternoon.
Indeed.
This is Gin Mill Hollow, Sleep All Day.
I'm tired of trying, I'm tired of lying. Oh, I'm tired of getting old, I'm tired of dying. Tired of thinking that I like to sleep alone. I'm tired of love, tired of the telephone. Oh, I'm tired of all this shit. I'll sleep all day if I want to. Sleep all day. When you're in the mood for solitude, anytime you can, then do it again. You are the tree, you are the me, you are unseen. I'll sleep all day if I want to. want to be.
Fun stuff.
Oh, it sounds great. All right. We will be back with a rocker with more of the Max Inc. preview on John and Gordy this afternoon. Stay right where you are.
Headlines, insight, not just noise, conversation. 92.7 WMDX is your home for real news and great conversation in Madison.
Allure Intimate Apparel redefines what it means to feel confident, celebrating every woman, every shape, every size. Their expert fit specialists offer a refined, pressure-free experience designed for comfort, beauty, and ease. Bras, sleepwear, swim, and intimates, Allure has it all. With a personalized touch and a commitment to exceptional service, Allure helps women feel effortlessly supported every single day. An elevated new location is now open in the Hilldale Shopping Center, where fit meets sophistication. Visit allurefits.com.
Get the drill out of my face. Hey, no one wants to get their teeth drilled at the dentist, right? That's why I stopped. This is Dr. Chris Kammer from Victorious Dental. When you can heal cavities with brush-on medicine, why would you ever want to amputate tooth structure with a dental drill? There are no dental drills at Victorious Dental and no shots either. Don't need them. For a kinder, more humane healing experience at the dentist, reach out to Victorious Dental at thedrillisgone.com.
Hey, Gordy, I got to admit, these hearing aids from Madison Hearing Aid Center changed my life.
Mine too, John. I thought I needed subtitles to talk to my grandkids.
And these aren't those old giant clunkers we saw in the old days. It's got Bluetooth, it's rechargeable, the works.
Yeah, my phone connects straight to my ears. I'm basically a cyborg now.
Hey, you just figured out texting last year, too.
Yeah, baby steps. But I did call Madison Hearing Aid Center, and you should too. 608-249-4077.
608-249-4077. Tell them John and Gordy sent you.
It's the Eco Minute, powered by Clean Wisconsin, your environmental voice since 1970. I'm Amy Barrio. A new state rules making it easier for people living in apartments to access solar energy. Up until December 1st, Wisconsin required every apartment unit in a building to have its own electric meter. That made it harder and a lot more expensive for developers to build affordable housing with solar. The new rule has done away with that old requirement. It's one of the first rules taking effect after the Evers versus Markline Supreme Court decision, which found it's unconstitutional for administrative rules to be held up indefinitely by a handful of legislators. It's almost time to get your 2026 State Parks Admission Pass, and you'll find a new design created by a Delavan Darien High School student. The DNR holds an Admission Pass student design contest every year. The artist this year featured her beloved black dog retrieving a stick out on the water. For a deep dive into Wisconsin's most pressing environmental issues, check out my Defender podcast at cleanwisconsin.org or wherever you get your podcasts.
Get your tickets now to the exclusive screening of The Godfather of Green Bay, directed by Nightlight host Pete Schwaba, heard nightly 6 to 8 p.m. right here on WMDX. Celebrating its 20th anniversary, Pete's film is coming back to the big screen for an exclusive showing in Madison at Atwood Music Hall, Thursday, December 4th, 7 p.m., including a Q&A with director and lead actor Pete Schwaba. Tickets.
Aaron at the controls, and in the studio is Rocker playing state and local music.
Yep, we just got a few more minutes, and then we're off to the Atwood Music Hall for the film screening with Pete Schwaba, who directed and starred in The Godfather of Green Bay. The doors open at 6, 7 o'clock is showtime. It's going to be a lot of fun. And if you're in the Madison area, not too late to just show up and get some tickets there. Tickets are just $10, and a portion of the proceeds goes to the Dane County Humane Society. Okay, back with Rocker here in the studio for a few more minutes with the Max Inc. preview. Rocker?
You know, speaking of The Godfather, there is the Godfather film playing with an orchestra coming up, the Milwaukee Symphony Orchestra, Friday and Saturday, January 2nd and 3rd at 7:30 at the Bradley Symphony Center on Wisconsin Avenue in Milwaukee. They're actually going to have the film playing, and the symphony plays behind it.
This is
The Godfather.
Wow.
Right?
What a cool idea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's great.
That'll be
Yeah.
fun. That's find more info at mso.org.
Okay.
Pat McCurdy.
Oh,
You guys
crazy
heard
man.
of Pat McCurdy before?
Oh.
He's a legend around these parts.
Funny
He's
man.
having some ugly sweater parties. They're coming up Thursday, December 18th at the East Side Club in Madison. And then Friday, December 26th at the Alpine Inn in La Crosse. And Milwaukee-born Pat McCurdy, he's been entertaining audiences here in Wisconsin, the Midwest, across the nation for decades.
Funny man.
And he brings a unique style of improvisational comedy, music, and audience interaction excuse me, to venues large and small, and they have Pat heads. He has Pat heads,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah,
They
yeah,
show
like Pat
up
heads.
by
Show
the
up.
droves,
Yeah.
and they know all the lyrics to his songs. It's totally crazy. And so the cover charge is $5. Food's available. Don't forget to wear your ugliest sweater. And you can also
Yeah.
find Pat this Saturday, actually, at the Looking Glass in Janesville.
Oh.
Right now, let's get a little taste of Pat McCurdy, because this is exactly what it's like.
Well, this
One
is
of his best songs.
This is his signature song.
This is
Right.
his signature song.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
right. Sex and Beer, Pat McCurdy.
St. Paul in his letter to the Ephesians said it came to me upon a midnight clear. I finished writing all of my gospels. Now all I seem to want is sex and beer. Mark Antony looked down on Caesar's body. He said, friends, Romans, countrymen, lend me your ears. I did not come here to praise Caesar. I came here for sex and beer. Sex and beer. Sex and beer are the two things we hold dear. Sex and beer. Sex and beer are the things we like round here.
All right.
That is great
Pat
stuff.
McCurdy.
Really.
Sex and Beer, Pat McCurdy, Ugly Sweater Parties, Thursday, December 18th, East Side Club here in Madison, Friday, December 26th at the Alpine Inn
Fun
in La
stuff.
Crosse.
Well, I used to hang with Pat McCurdy many years ago.
Is that right?
Yeah,
Really?
in 1980 when he was with the band Yipes.
That's right.
Oh,
Yeah.
sure. Yeah. I remember
Great
the
songs,
Yipes.
a couple of good albums from them. Just tremendous. In fact, they had a reunion before their lead guitarist passed away, but it was a really good album. There's a current album of Yipes out there.
I bet
check
you
it
can
out.
find that on one of the streaming
Sure.
services. Yeah, it used to be in a band called Pat McCurdy and the Men About Town.
Yes, Man
Remember
About
that band?
Town as well.
And,
Yep.
They always used to play all the frat parties over by the stadium during the football games. Always find Pat McCurdy there.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Got
Iftikhar.
time.
Yeah, got a little bit of time here, but
Iftikhar, they have a brand new single out, Like a River. It's coming from their fourth studio album. Of course, they're from the Fox Valley. This song reflects the passage of time, personal growth, and the realities musicians face when living life on the stage. Recorded in Appleton, mastered here in Madison. Iftikhar is coming back to Madison January 10th for the Ice Dance pre-party, then January 31st at Ice Dance Music Fest. That's happening at Hilton Paper Valley in Appleton. Right now, brand new from Iftikhar, this is Like a River.
Hello, my friends. Think of us then. Think of where we are right now. Time seems to flow on like a river. Wish that we would, wish that we could stay on this ride for good. And as they say, nothing lasts forever.
That's catchy. I like that.
Iftikhar.
Yeah.
Iftikhar, that's right.
Okay.
Coming up.
Yep. Got about a minute and a half here. You want to?
Oh, that's what.
Yeah, go ahead.
That's what I got, guys.
You,
Maxine
you want to
Radio
sing one? You want to
Unplugged.
sing one for us?
sing one for you. Only at the karaoke clubs, man.
All right.
Okay.
6 to 9 p.m. Max Inc. Radio, Unplugged from Politics this Saturday night. And check us out, civicmedia.us/Max Inc. Radio, or get the Civic Media app, and you can stream it live. Just hit WMDX.
Mm-hmm. And if you missed anything, you'll be back tomorrow morning with us on our Madison show.
That's right, 7:30 in the morning.
Yes, WMDX here. And check that out as well. Always great to see you, Rocker.
Thank you, guys.
Okay, that's going to do it for us. We are off to the Atwood Music Hall. Again, doors open at 6. Showing of The Godfather of Green Bay at 7 o'clock. Not too late to get tickets. Maybe we'll see you there.
Peach Wobble will be on hand, so and he's got a rerun tonight.
Yes.
You can check that out, the best of.
Yep. And we'll talk to you bright and early tomorrow morning here in Madison from 6 to 8 a.m. on WMDX. The rest of you have a wonderful night. Talk
Have
to you
a good
tomorrow.
time. Yep. See you later.
Okay.
See you in a few minutes.
Yes, sir. Okay, John. All right. Okay.
All right.
Have a good night.